File select.
Select a fun stage.
No idea if this is gonna work. Hello, hello, hello. What do people enjoy about a live stream? I mean, why does someone come to one of these things? I mean, I'm live, I'm talking, I'm trying to do things, and maybe it's amusing that I'm doing it while struggling to play a video game, but why do people fundamentally try to come to these? Like, what is entertaining about a live stream? And that, I think, is a question I'd like to explore today. I guess liberally explore. We're not exactly gonna have you ever been to one of these things that you stay on topic and like I get all of it correct and I'm just like, yeah, I know, I'm staying on all of the conversation topics and just talking about everything in order and orderly? I mean, is that really what you think of when you think of this live stream? And is that what you think of when you think of live streams in general? I mean, doesn't that take away a little bit of what makes this live? I'm really glad that all of you are here. I'm glad to see the hello messages. I am very glad that Polytram is ready for this. And considering the fact that of the people that have chatted yet, Polytram is the only one who I know actually knows what I'm doing. And we got we got Ashton, we got some great times, and I think it's going to be interesting because we're going to be talking, and I do love talking, and I think at least somewhat that has got to be what I think of when I think of why people actually come here. It's got to be at least a little bit the voice, because otherwise, why not just watch the gameplay just happen? I mean, maybe some people join and think it's going to be the gameplay, but why stay around? Right? Why not go not around? Why not just shuffle around and go around to where you were going to be now? I kind of lost track of what I was saying here because that's kind of a struggle. It's kind of a struggle to actually figure out what you're trying to say because, I mean, but like, is really the point of language actually knowing what you're saying? I think not. I think that we could go for a more malleable meaning here. And we're already off track. I mean, how does any of this relate to what you love about watching me stream? And the answer is you don't love watching me stream. But what do you love about live streams in general? Because that's an interesting philosophical question, or at the least I'm going to pretend it is, so that I feel like this is a justified thing. All money, more hours, it's 2 minutes. Alright, so, we are here. And, so, we're all here for a limited amount of time. And you're choosing to spend your time watching this stream, and I'm very grateful. I'm really grateful that Ashton managed to jump scare people because I mean, that's an element of spontaneity, isn't it? Right? Ashton appearing out of nowhere, just coming out of nowhere and just like jump scaring everything. There's a spontaneity to it that's part of what makes the live life live. Ashton needs a distraction. Maybe that's it. Maybe we're all just kind of trying to be distracted by life. Maybe we're all being chased by a giant truck, and we really just need something to distract us. Maybe you just really like the sound of voices. I'm hearing that Polytime, of course, has been is also listening to a voice chat. I mean, that guy say you're multitasking the voices, and that's really impressive. I'm not actually sure. Actually, if you do that, because whenever I hear most people talking over each other, and I think this is actually a part of my specific brand of neurodivergency, is that I really struggle hearing and understanding people when they're talking over each other. So the idea of actually like doing that, like as a thing that like is a goal, like something you're specifically doing. I'm not sure if that's actually a goal or if it's just like happens to be timing, but I think it's a very interesting idea. I think it's a very interesting idea. What's going on? Oh, what's going on? The classic question of what's going on. Oh, what is going on in life? What's going on here? Well, that's what we're trying to get to the bottom of, right? We're trying to figure out what is going on and the fact that we need to figure out what it is that makes us actually, like, wants to be here. And so I'm trying out something because, let's be honest, there's not really a reason to be here. I've done all the exciting stuff. We're going to be grinding for rings and also grinding for time because, as I've said before, I need to do the multiplayer stuff in this game. And that's going to require me actually getting together with Galaxy Wolf, which is unfortunately going to require spring break. And not spring break, fall break. And so, in the end, we're really here for no reason, at least from my perspective, but I can't just leave it like that. I have a duty, an opportunity, and a necessity to make this at least somewhat entertaining for you guys. And so I thought, how can I make these stand out? How can I make these streams where I'm killing time and space and actually make it into something worthwhile watching? And I had a thought. And, well, actually, it's a bit disconnected. It's a long story, and I think by the end of it, maybe we'll understand a little bit more about nothing, because nothing of what I ever say actually has any point. But first, let's look at some of the messages. Let's see what people are saying. And, of course, happy birthday, Galactic. Oh, yeah, it is Galactic's birthday. I did not predict that before I came up with the theme, so I do hope that Galactic Cooper doesn't hate it, because that would be very, very sad. But yes, we are. I mean, how do you guys feel about the song? Do you think a song breaks cadence? We haven't talked about the importance of cadence, but I think a song it would kind of break the mode, but I think it is order, and I think it is deserved, because life is a special thing that we need to cherish. I mean, that's part of what we enjoy about being alive streaming, isn't it? And so I'm going to sing a song, a birthday song, you might say, for Galactic Koopa, because it's the song thing to do, and that's really how we show our appreciation for life. At least I often do show some music. I know that's not everyone's thing, but it's definitely something like, so here we go. A 1, a 2, and a 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Galactic Koopa. Happy birthday to you. And that, of course, is Happy Birthday. It kind of shares. Does it? No, I'm thinking about the alphabet song. I thought it shared a melody with Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. My mate's wearing a mile a minute. I'm being chased by a truck again, and like you have to understand that it is very hard to do this. It is very hard to keep the constant truck ride going. But I told people I would, and so we must, and that's how we're gonna keep going. Polytron is, of course, talking about the fact that they are, in fact, definitely going to struggle to hear me, and looking to see how this devolves, as if this hasn't already completely devolved and fallen apart into a cesspit of, it's been 7 minutes. It's been 7 minutes, and I can't stop. I won't stop. And why? Why? And I want to know why. It's because of a song. I love songs. I love singing. And so, obviously, when I go to D&D, I have made a habit of singing. In fact, I actually originally got negative inspiration. I'm very proud of it. I got negative inspiration because I sang Christmas carols at least like a ton of times. It happened like multiple times. It all starts, I guess really the story all starts with pajamas, right? Like, and when you think about it, I mean, doesn't all of life start with pajamas? I mean, we don't start with I mean, I guess, wasn't the fluid of the womb really a sort of pajama, if you think about it, right? The pajama we start life in, the womb, that's just some food for thought. Or maybe it's nothing, it's not actually anything, but you know, you could eat it. You could eat the womb. Don't, you could eat it. I mean, it's physically possible, but I do think it's rather distasteful in this culture, so you probably shouldn't. Anyway, oh no, Polytron was asking if I still have negative inspiration. However, I actually had up to 3 inspirations because we got 2 inspirations for staying up in that really late party, and then I got like 1 inspiration for doing this yesterday. And so I guess I used one up because I think I might, because I always try and do something before D&D, I always anticipate, like the last couple of times I've come in, I've gotten inspiration for the start of D&D, and anticipating that would happen next week as well, I used up one of my inspirations on making Heroes' roll is even higher than usual, specifically so that I would have a free inspiration. So I'm actually overloaded on inspiration right now. And oh, Galaxy has finally figured out that I'm going to talk like this for the entire stream. Well, you know what? 9 minutes? That's pretty quick. It's a pretty quick amount of time to, it's a pretty long amount of time to have talked like this. But it's pretty quick on the uptake. I mean, it took you a lot longer to figure out what I was doing on the please hold thing. So that's pretty impressive. It's pretty pretty nice downtime. But yeah, the birthday song, however, was copyrighted by... Galaxy was telling me that the birthday song was copyrighted, and that is fascinatingly stupid. Who the fuck copyrighted? Well, I guess modern media, but like, that sucks. That's actually sucks. I mean, if I wasn't already trying to like reel in this one tangent from all the time tangents that we already did, I think that if I wasn't already like on a tangent and then trying to like reel in a tangent, I would definitely put this onto a tangent about capitalism, but we don't have time. We have a lot of things, and I want to tell people why I'm doing this today, which is a very important thing, which, I mean, okay, it's time filler. It's time filler because we're 10 minutes in, and also I like talking, and I like talking about things, and topic is really, I think, an illusion. Staying on topic is like an illusion. It's not like something that you have to do, and I think staying on tangents is actually sometimes the most entertaining thing of all. And I think that is really meaningful or deep if you want it to be, but it doesn't have to be because nothing means anything. Flightship is a huge copyright fan. I'm a huge anti-copyright fan, so we're going to have to do it to the death out back. But anyway, what was I talking about? What was I thinking about? I'm just going to say the same thing over and over again so that I can buffer up real words. But now I've made this into a bit, and that is causing me to need to think of new words. Wait, it's all tangents? Always has been? That's true. It is always been tangents, at least with me. Honestly, that shouldn't be a surprise. You've come to like a lot of these streams. I mean, have I ever not just gone on a tangent? Do you remember the time I had us watch baseball during a stream? Do you remember that time? It was a great time, wonderful, good time, except for the fact that someone called it ported and it hurt my feelings. Anyway, well, I guess we learned why people don't watch the stream, and it's baseball. People don't want to watch baseball. So we were really disappointing, and we went from an 80% chance of getting into the playoffs, and we didn't get into the playoffs, and I'm still annoyed about it, and it was just like the most terrible. I mean, it's actually very impressive. Did you know that in the month of August, we won 2 series, because in baseball you play games in series. Basically, you play like best of 3 or 4 against baseball teams, and like you just play them in like that. And we won 2 series. And mind you, you play baseball almost every day, and we won 2 series. And it was the first and the last series, I believe. And so there was just this period of time where we just sucked, right? Where it was just terrible, and but you couldn't stop watching because we never got swept. We always won at least one of the games, and that meant that you could always get better because we were also facing pretty hard teams. And maybe it was just that we were like holding our own against a hard team, and we were actually still good. And it just kept us in that ambiguity for so long in the season. It was truly torturous. Anyway, I think I've gotten off point. I was going to tell you why I'm doing this. Well, first I got to read some chat. Fortunately, just thinking about Morgana. Unfortunately, I don't know a lot about Morgana. I'm assuming you mean the Persona character. I'm afraid I just am not familiar with Morgana, except for the fact that they're not a cat, but they look like a cat, which is basically a character trait if you think about it. Polytron is mentioning that this is what they sound like in English questions when I didn't do the ratings, which, I mean, okay, that brings up an interesting point. There's like a line between bullshit and like actual things, right? On the one hand, I'm spewing out nonsense. I'm just like keeping this going. Anything to keep the train of talk going. It's all like trying to keep it going. But on the other hand, these are real thoughts. I mean, partially because only thoughts can be generated at this speed, but also because I can bullshit up a good English argument, but I always at least kind of mean it, right? Like it's almost a joke, but like there's always a kernel of truth in it. And that's like kind of, I think, interesting, right? Like I can, even though I didn't read the reading, I can still plumb something out of it. I have a working brain and I can recognize patterns. I can still plumb, I mean, I've always enjoyed English classes for this reason. I can always still, of course, I'm not a linguistic major like you are, and I obviously don't have to take it very seriously. I just, it's just an elective for me, but I honestly very enjoy it. One of my favorite classes here, which is just called Pop Culture, just allows me to go on tangents based off stuff I notice. And it's just wonderful. It's probably not great for general balance, but I have an amazing time, and that's really what's important. Partner saying you have water on, people are having water on my hand, and yeah, my mouth is dry. Unfortunately, I'm not sure I have a lot of water. I have like one water bottle, and I'm kind of worried about it running out. I was originally, see, I'm running a little late. I took a bit of a nap, right, because I really wanted to have energy for this. I chose energy over water. I was originally going to buy some juice at the store, and I was going to, like, have juice reserves, but I don't have those. So, unfortunately, once again, it's not even poor planning, it's poor execution on the plans that, I was totally going to do, but, like, you know, then I didn't, so, you know, that's a bit of a problem, you know. But anyway, where was I? Oh, why am I doing this? Why am I doing this to myself? And that's the fun thing, actually. Here's the fun thing. I can add in little pauses, right? I can add in little pauses for effect. But you have to not let that effect last too long. It has to be intentional. You can't let it go. You can't make it seem like you're actually buying time. You have to actually say it only for effect. And that's very important to keeping the cadence going. And we're only 14 minutes in, but also we haven't gone, like, on the one hand, it's taken me forever to actually talk what I need to talk. On the other hand, it's almost taken no time at all, and I still have a lot more of this. Alright, so Polytron is going to tune out, which makes sense. Obviously, they are trying to talk to other people, and, well, this is going to go on for a bit. And I think now that the rate of comments has probably slowed down a little bit, I think it's time to orate my story on what exactly was going on. And it all started with pajamas. You ever wear pajamas? Oh, they're so wonderful. I have this wonderful pair I got from my family as a Christmas Eve present, because it's family tradition to open a Christmas Eve present the day before Christmas. I think it's actually a fairly common tradition that a fairly large amount of people do. But oh shoot, I got hit by the thing. Oh shoot, I lost all my rings. We gotta restart. Anyway, I think restarting is of course a good drink water break time. The delicious sound of me disgustingly slurping up water. What a fun time. Anyway, what was I saying? Where was I going? What was I doing? Where was I am? What am I in this universe? Where are we in time and space and untimed space and some other thing in between, some menacing third thing? And the answer is right now. And also all at once is something. And I don't really know. I mean, do any of us either really know anything? I'm not really sure. Anyway, I got pajamas. I mean, like, the really good PJs. I mean, these are the bomb kind of PJs. I got them as Thanksgiving, not a Thanksgiving, as a Christmas Eve present from my mother, and we all have matching ones with, like, different text on them. I got Funny Elf because I'm hilarious. I'm sure you can all attest to that. You're all laughing right now, I can tell, because, like, you know, I am hilarious. I mean, so, that's why I get the Funny Elf. And, like, they're Christmas themes, because we got them around Christmas, but they're pajamas, right? And, like, they're for use for pajamas, and, like, usually that's what the New Year's present is. It actually is usually some kind of clothing that's nice and soft and cozy that you can then wear right after getting it. And that's kind of part of the tradition. But the thing about these pajamas is they have pockets. Do you know how many pajamas have pockets? None. No pajamas. I mean, it's always a problem I'd have. I go like, oh, I love the pajamas. They have this really nice fabric. They always feel super comfortable, and bam, no pockets. But these ones do. They have pockets, and so they quickly became my go-to pajamas when I need to wear something to sleep, which I don't often do, actually. I mostly do it now because I live with a roommate, and obviously. But, you know, when I'm out in the house, in my own house, I actually don't usually wear anything. But Anyway, that's digressing the point. Still, these pajamas are real nice, and so I do that. But I have this weird quirk where, like, when I'm not doing super great mentally, I sometimes just wear the pajamas instead of putting on real clothes. Like, usually I just wear it to go to bed. But, like, sometimes when I'm just dreary and stuff, I just don't get out of the pajamas. And so that led to, on the second day of session, I went to session in my pajamas. Now, I should point out, I'd already sung Jingle Bells, but at that point, but I think that was in the middle of the session. It was just kind of a thing I had done. Meanwhile, I walk into the session in what to me is just my normal pajamas that I actually just wear all the time. And RDM just goes, "It's not even Halloween yet." I think it was even like 2 months before Halloween. And like, it was such like a disconnect. I wasn't even thinking about it, right? It was completely not on my mind at all. But like it announced it. It put it in the forefront now, and I just knew what I had to do. So of course, in a warbly voice, I had to of course sing back "All I Want for Christmas Is You," and that's how I got, like, I think my second negative inspiration. Fun times. Galaxy have got Mario Wonder, which is really wonderful. If I had Okay, so I made a pact to myself when I entered college, and that is that I would not buy video games that were not part of my big three franchises, which of course are Kirby, Rhythm Heaven, and Pikmin. Obviously, I mean, if you thought they were anything else, fool, it's in my Twitter, I think. I didn't have anything else that was notable about me in my Twitter bio, so I just stuck those three in there. But yeah, those are like the big three, and I was like, if it's not for the big three, I just can't make the money for it. And unfortunately, even though Mario Wonder looks really, really cool, and I definitely want to play it, it is unfortunately not one of the big three, so it has unfortunately been bypassed bye-bye, and that's big sad. So I am very disappointed about that, but it does mean that unless I get it for like Christmas or something, I'm just not going to be able to play the game that really does look wonderful. In fact, if I would justify it as like a game to stream, because it's kind of the perfect game to stream after Sonic Adventure 2. If it was, not I just can't play Switch games, so like it's a bit of a sad point. But yeah, it would I think it actually would have been a perfect contrast to play after Sonic Adventure 2 if it was possible, but unfortunately it's not. Turkey is talking about the fact that cats don't turn into buses and carry cutlasses, and I guess that's true, but I have to see, how was that related to anything? Can you please stay on topic? Q laughed at. This is why I'm the funny elf. Anyway, where was I? Oh yes, the funny elf. The funny elf. And that is me. So this is how it gets started. And so before it was just me randomly singing Jingle Bells, because that's just something I do. You have to realize this is not the last time you're gonna hear me sing Jingle Bells. I've sung Jingle Bells on the channel. I sing Jingle Bells all the time. My mom helped compose like a special version of Jingle Bells that has a bunch of stuff in it. I love Jingle Bells. Great song. Beautiful song. Really it helps people hate me, which is half the point. It's adding Morgana in, which, again, I'm trying to do things. I try to do things with all the chat messages, but I don't know much about Morgana, except that they're not a cat, but they look like a cat, and that people will just get mad at me if I call them a cat. They're just a cat. I mean, just a pretty cat. They're just a cat. Anyway, not important, because of something else I was saying. And what was I saying? What was I saying? What was I saying? What was I saying? Shoot, what was I saying? Oh, I was saying something about pajamas. I love pajamas, and I had the pajamas and inspiration, right? So it was that kind of instant that got me into this thing, and of course the next time I walk into that D&D room for another session, I of course do it singing. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. And it's great. Most people groan. One person actually really always sings with me, which is the best person. And so it's a great time. And so that started my tradition of singing songs. And I've sung some great songs. And actually, I mentioned this before because on Halloween, I sung the entire Pumpkin Hill rap. I didn't memorize it because I didn't have time, but I did sing the rap. I had a karaoke version of the thing going, and I sang the whole thing. And that got me an inspiration. That was another inspiration. Turkey is saying that he's not a cat, but we already went over this. Anyway, so I began singing, and part of that was and I started just singing different songs. I've got some planned, and there was Pumpkin Hill, and it didn't happen every week, but it's something that I just kind of wanted to do, and it felt like a fun thing to do. And then, it just so happened that my life entirely fell apart this week. Things kind of just went entirely haywire. I have not weared a different. I think it's officially been a week since I've worn new clothes. It all started last Friday when I tripped on the sidewalk and scraped both my knees, and one of them still hurts. It's the right one, by the way, if you wanted to know. I don't really know exactly what it is, but that like cursed me, and then like I suddenly couldn't do anything, and I lost all function to myself. I think I think I'm out of the worst of it. Like it's just this week's stuff just piled on. Like there was a ton of stuff to worry about, and I just didn't get stuff done, and it was not a great Halloween, honestly. Halloween went kind of miserably. I fell entirely behind on Discord, and I haven't really caught up since. Basically, everything went downhill, and one of the random consequences of that, besides the complete lack of personal hygiene, is that I could not prepare a song. I was actually, because it's the day after Halloween, I actually quite like making sure to always accurately explore Thanksgiving songs, and I was actually wanted to memorize Over the River and Through the Woods, and I unfortunately just did not have the time. And I was thinking, like, what else can I do? I was like, I could just look up the lyrics off my phone, but number one, I was kind of half-heartedly trying not to use my phone, except I was failing, so, that wasn't even really a thing that was going on, but I really wanted it. I really wanted to have this one memorized, because the funny thing is I try to add little quirks to my songs, and Over the River and Through the Woods, well, I think the popular song version has like a lot more lyrics in the stanza, so I really wanted to memorize all of those lyrics. Spartak is calling this a Doofenshmirtz backstory. If you're talking about the fact that this is very long, this is just how I am. This is almost all my stories have like, I love backtracking to like I love cause and effect. I think I've talked about this when talking about fan fiction with you. I love talking about and thinking about cause and effect, and so it leaks into my stories. So I pull way back and like figure out how did we get here. It's one of my favorite things to do. Anyway, Galaxy is telling me a fun fact. So we got a fun fact break, everyone. It's the fun fact break. The fun fact break right now. That's right now. That's right now. It's the fun fact break right now. My mouth is really, really dry, and that's not really great. But that's not the fun fact that we're gonna explore in the fun fact break. Alright, so the fun fact is, I was planning on adding a Buzzstar and a coffee cup in Sonic's hands in the thumbnail to reference the various definitions of grind, but it couldn't get them to fit. That's pretty funny. Cue the laughter. I should probably, that'd be really funny if I like got like a laugh trap thing, where I could just like I know some Twitch streamers do it where they can just play the sound effect. But that's so high tech to me because I'm an idiot Rube. I'm a computer science major who doesn't know anything about what they're doing. But yeah, I do think that's a really fun touch. I actually think that's really nice. That's a really nice touch. It's really cool, really neato beans. So, and obviously, as we all know, I don't know about you, but like for some reason, needle beans is like a word that is in my head entirely because of Awful Hospital. And in Awful Hospital, needle beans is like contrasted with Yucko macaroni, which is a shame because I really love macaroni. Macaroni is so fun. Anyway. Spartak was laughing. Oh, I love to laugh. I mean, you want to hear me laugh? It sounds a little deranged. That was not one of my better laughs. And oh god, that dried me out. Fuck shit. Oh my gosh, this is a hell. And I have to like take like little sips because I'm trying to get the water to last. Well, this whole time and well, I can start to feel the sweat coming on because it's that time of the year where they put the heaters on, but it's not really cold enough outside where like you can just kind of like keep the, like basically it gets too hot in here, and I can't put any fans on because I'm trying to get out of good acoustics. So yeah. Anyway, the more we know, knowledge is just a beautiful thing, and I love those little fun facts about little things we wish we could have put in if we had the time. They're really fun. I love sharing them and I love learning about them, and that was really the best of fun facts. It was the best of fun facts, and it was the best of fun facts. That's it. There's nothing else. Anyway, what was I talking about? What was I speaking about? Why do I always lose myself? Why can I never keep it together? Why can I never actually figure it out? Why can I never just coherently hold it all in place? And the answer is because I'm trying to talk like a mile a minute, and like, so I guess if we're putting it into a metaphor, it's because I self-sabotage. Great, wonderful. That's great. That's just wonderful, beautiful, absolutely 100% pizza pie, beautiful. Oh god, oh god. These count as noises, right? This counts as like keeping maintaining cadence, right? Like it's like I think that's a better laugh. That sounded more deranged, honestly, because it was like a wheeze. Anyway, I may be able to try again next stream. Ooh, that's great, that's great, that's great, that's great. That's great. I love that. It's cool. It's really cool. You don't have to, obviously. I don't want to overwork you or anything, but yeah, it will be cool. It's so cool. It's very, very cool. So cool. It's like a sound file. That's like so cool. So what's going on with the thing on the top of the stream? Oh, Turkey. Yeah, that's a glitch. Sonic Adventure 2 Steam version is being Sonic Adventure 2 Gene Movie. Try your best to ignore it. That's just kind of how things are around here. I mean, I'm sure there's a... I mean, look, I'm making a lot of metaphors out of nothing here, and like the kind of things like this is at my most nonsense. Usually my nonsense has a kernel of truth in it, but really at this point is I'm just kind of like trying to get enough nonsense to stay afloat. I think a lot of it actually is true nonsense that I actually don't believe, which I think it's a bit of a shame. I guess it's kind of the thing where like, yeah, this is quantity over quality nonsense, so I do feel a bit of a sadness about that, but in the end, it's just inevitable. But anyway, what I was saying is, what was I, wait, where was that going? Oh shoot, I'm actually genuinely losing the plot of my own stream, and that's, I mean, okay, this stream was kind of meant to be lost with the plot, but like, you mean, you get the idea. You get what I'm saying. You get what I'm going for. What's going on with the thing on the top of the stream? It's a glitch. It's a glitch. I remember that. It was a glitch that we did. It's a glitch that happens sometimes. I don't remember the context. Where was I going? 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 I couldn't memorize Into the Woods. Not Into the Woods. Into the Woods is a beautiful musical. At least so I'm told. I've heard it was listened to a few songs, and they're pretty nice. Anyway, Into the Woods, not Into the Woods, but over the river and through the woods. Through the woods. Can't go over it, can't go around it. You're gonna have to go through it. Through the Woods, Over the River and Through the Woods is a Thanksgiving song. It's a poem, and I just couldn't memorize it. So I was thinking about what could I do, and had this kind of bedraggled feel, and like it was making me feel like a little bit of a deranged manicus, because like I felt a little bit like stuff had been falling apart, right? Like life had been falling apart. That's part of why I couldn't do it, and I thought, what if I just go in and just talk? What if I like try my original pitch, the opener. So the opener for this, so one of the few things about these that are planned and not improvised is the opener. The opener for this one was why do we watch a stream? Because I was trying to figure out something that would be appropriate. The opener for that one was isn't it amazing what my mind can do, which was inspired by the fact that I got in the elevator and got like weird looks at the elevator based on how I was acting, and I thought to myself, does anyone ever look at me and like think, man, there must be onto something? Because I just happened to, with the way, like I said, it was act, I just happened to have to wonder if that's like a thing people do. And so it's a thought I've been having more and more recently, and so I thought, well, okay, I could be like, the fun joke is that, like, that's not, I've never taken substance in my life, this is just how my brain works, fun times. Anyway, that was the whole idea for the ramble this time, but it was originally just supposed to be for that D&D stream. Anyway, but as I was walking to the room, I realized something. I have nothing to do for the next 2 streams, and what is something I could do if not talk? And like, it got me thinking. I thought, what if I do this for the actual full stream? And so I went in and I talked and I did my thing, and I told people, come tomorrow if you want to hear 3 hours of this. And that's where we are today. That's how we got here. That's the story. Honestly, I thought that had more of a climactic end, but it didn't. But, you know, that's kind of how things go. You just got to go at the pace, and that's why we're going for another chat lookering. Maybe we could explore, try out different levels for grinding. Meadow Harbor and Reno's have a lot of rings, but I'm not sure if Reno saves them. Huh, what do you mean? What do you mean by Green Hill saves them? Oh, like, isn't it? I think everything saves rings in this game. My question is whether or not you have to get to the end without getting hit, though. That's the big thing. That being said, okay, so the big thing about doing this one is that it takes a lot of mental power to talk. And I could see how it might be a bit of a struggle for me to try and... I'd have to pay more attention to the actual game. Like, I played this level so many times that I'm actually starting to figure it out. Yeah, also we kind of have to be a little slow about this. Because, like, again, we can't go too fast. If we go too fast, then we'll have nothing to do while we wait for phase 3 and break to occur, and that's going to be a problem. I need to talk to my family, because I might be able to limit this to just 2 grinding streams if they're willing to oblige me on Friday, which might be a thing. Anyway, you know, I'll go over to Meadow Harbor, like, water. I'll go over to Metal Water. I mean, like, why not?
Too easy.
Oh, I might as
Piece of
well. I
cake.
mean, if I waste some time in the menu, that's perfectly fine. That's perfectly
Select
normal.
a
That's a
fun
thing I can do.
stage.
Oh yeah, we're bouncing around, and oh, these islands. That's the Green Hill Islands. That's nice. I like those. Are those islands before that? Like, were they always teasing it, or did they rise out of the ocean to create that? Because it's a funny image. I think it's a fun image. And here we're on at Meadow Harbor. Man, I love Metal Harbor. You ever have metal? I like it. It's pretty fun. I learned that apparently the metal in like cereal, like iron, that's just like shavings. They're like iron shavings, like clear on metal iron shavings. Like I always imagine that like oh like metal the nutrient is different than like metal like as I think of it, and the answer is no, it's not. It's just metal. It's just metal all the way down. And like, isn't the oh yeah, I'm supposed to be tying this into why people like live streams, and the answer is I have no idea why or if anyone likes this live stream. I mean, it's honestly a bit of a crapshoot, right? Like, does anyone actually cut down and enjoy this, or do people just come to just? Do people just sometimes come out of pity? I just can't. I can't tell. I can't tell. It's not known. Metal Gear's music is fire. Unfortunately, to keep the rant moving, I actually don't listen to music. My headphones are out. I'm not listening to any of the audio. I hope you enjoy it. I actually really like Escape from the City, but I could see if you're listening to it constantly, maybe it doesn't really sound cool. You know what? I will. After this conversation, I'm gonna put my headphones in. I'll put my headphones in so I can experience the music in Metal Harbor. Of course, yes, so Galaxy is turning together experimenting is a fun thing to do, and that is, of course, important because, I mean, we have to experiment. We have to experiment, otherwise it's going to get bland as heck. And, like, as much as and that would be a bummer. I think that would be a bummer. If we have, like, when I actually cut this down, this is probably getting cut out. Like, we're probably not going to have a stream unless I get someone else, because I'm not sure I could ever dare to cut anything out of the ramble. And like some things need to be cut, like you can't just keep the Lambo in as full. City Escape and Green Hill, even if that one is overused. Oh yeah, the music is fire. Of course it is. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. One of the reasons I like City Escape so much is partly because I know it a lot, and partly because I actually just really love the music. It's just got some real good musics, and that's just nice. I think it's a nice time, and so I that's part of why I do it. And it's part of what I enjoy about that one. So anyway, we're gonna go up this rocket. It's gonna explode like a rocket does. I mean, that's just kind of how things are. But yeah. Anyway, things. We need to talk about things. I mean, we've killed half an hour, and that's pretty impressive. I mean, do you know how hard it is to just do like this continuously? I mean, some of you probably do. I mean, someone has to. Somebody has to. Except, of course, no one has to because no one else does this. But I mean, you want to hear about anything? I mean, like, I'm good for topics and stuff. I mean, like, I mean, okay, so we have a topic, right? We have a topic that I'm supposed to do, and like, I love the fact that I just like, I'm not even like putting them in like a break. I'm just waterboarding myself periodically, and just like, I always like make a noise to make sure that the stream is going, so I just go growl. Like, just randomly within a sentence. Oh, it's perfect. Fun story, actually, in the Discord for the D&D Club, which is the main Discord for the D&D Club, like the one that's like all 10 campaigns, because if you don't know, the whole idea behind the club is that there's 10 D&D campaigns going on in the same world at the same time, and so that's the idea. And then, so like, there's like an artwork channel that's showing beautiful campaign artwork, but obviously it's Discord, a lot of off-topic stuff happens, so a discussion happened in the Discord channel, and like, at some point someone mentions they're talking about fantasy relationships and like relationships between people and fantasy and how different fantasy races could potentially conceive if they are theoretically compatible. And someone says that's what MPreg is for. And then one of the DMs pinned that. So, like, if you go to the pinned post of that channel, there's a bunch of beautiful artwork, and then that's what MPreg is for. Which is so funny. It's just great. And me waterboarding myself reminded me of that. Man, I mean, I don't know if this is legal, but like, if any of the D&D people are watching and want to put any of these in the quotes channel, I think that would be good. I think that would be wonderful. I'm not sure if anyone actually wants to or has the time to do that. But if like I just like went back to the D&D channel and checked the quotes channel and saw that you guys added like 5 million of like my little non sequiturs here. Oh, my little non sequiturs, that'd be a great show. I would be overjoyed. Oh no 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 no! Come on. That sucks. That sucks so bad. It's so sad. So sad. So sad. Gus was saying, well then. Well, yeah. Well then. That's just how things are. Anyway, Curry's making a swap of you again for Persona 5, and that is great. Unfortunately, I'm going to be able to talk about that a little less than the Sonic ones, which I already can't talk very much about, because Persona 5 is not a game I have played except for that one time with Naomi, which was an absolutely wonderful time. And like, I would love to go at it eventually, but also like, it's super long. It's very long. I don't really have a lot of super long times. I just talked about my life falling apart. Not exactly swimming in time. It's kind of my fault, but like, that just makes it feel worse. Anyway, maybe the reason people like your streams is that you're very willing to talk. Oh, that's an interesting idea. Maybe it's that. I mean, I think it's interesting that you expressed that right after I was talking about the MPreg thing. I wonder if that's related. Anyway, but yeah, no, I mean, I guess that is a reason why. Like, people like having a conversation. People like talking, and like that's obviously I thought that's why. Otherwise, I would never have approved this whole ramble thing. That's a lie. I mean, that's so obvious a lie. When have I ever actually successfully catered this towards people, what people actually want? This is clearly just what I want, and I like talking, so, you know, I mean, that's just gonna be what happens. But theoretically, I do, like, think people like the sound of my voice, my luxurious voice. I was watching a Perry stream. Perry, someone comes around sometimes, and he does wonderful streams himself. And he was mentioning that he likes coming on my streams because of my very calming voice, which it's just not how I think of my voice, considering the amount of screaming I do on this channel. I thought that was very interesting, for better and for worse. Yeah, thanks. I sense there's a bit of judgment there, and I think that is sad. I think that sometimes you just have to. I mean, when has it ever been for worse? I mean, when have I ever said anything that might be considered for worse? And the answer is you can't think of an example. There are none. Anyway, thank goodness and gracious that we actually managed to clear that up. I'm gonna waterboard myself again. Oh god, I almost choked. I actually almost choked. I didn't actually choke. I actually got it out of my air. I choke on water a lot, so I know what it feels like. That was not a choke. It was an almost choke, and I'm very, very impressed by that. I'm very happy with that. I am pickled pink. What is that an expression? Pickled. Why is pickled a good thing, right? I mean, okay, pickles are a good thing. I mean, they're delicious. Maybe that's why. But like, why is I wouldn't think being pickled would be fun. But then like, saying you're like pickled pink, I think I was probably butchering the actual expression. But like, pickled, like pickled is like being a pickle is like associated as a good thing for some reason. It's very, very, very interesting. Maybe I'm confusing that with tickled. But tickled isn't pleasant. Being tickled isn't pleasant. I mean, it's like you laugh, but like not by choice. I mean, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm waiting for I could say way worse things of the stuff I've seen. Oh yeah, I mean, this is not a competition. I thought it was funny, the contrast, but like, are we really? It is not a competition to say that you found messed up stuff on the internet, because it's the internet, and like, I mean, it's the internet, right? Like, what are you gonna do? It's not like. I think we've all seen more messed up things than we'd actually willingly talk about, right? I mean, that's just an aspect of life in this modern, incredibly stupid world we live in. Looking up Sonic fan art changes it, man. You say that like Sonic fan art is special specifically, but I assure you it's not. It's like us in the Midwest. We really like over here in the Midwest saying that we have unique ownership of things. And then even the Polygram, the person that I was talking to earlier, called us out on it, that sometimes we just like to attribute stuff to our region because it makes us feel special, even though it's just something that's more universal, which I have to say, again, Sonic fan art, I'm sure it goes places, but I don't know. Well, you know, maybe I'm being unfair. You didn't actually necessarily say it was only like Sonic fan art or like there was mostly Sonic fan art. And I suppose, yeah, I think I misstepped there. I'm sorry, Turk. I'm really sorry. I don't mean to downplay the messed upness of Sonic fan art, and I know that people take that seriously, and so that's punishment. I'll waterboard myself again. Large, large, large. I'm not doing it as well. See, it's not as pure when I plan to do it. I had just kind of done it out of spontaneity earlier, and now it's not working as well. It just doesn't seem right. It doesn't work. It's not purity. The purity of like gold. Gold is pure, I think. I don't actually know if gold is pure. I mean, is it pure? Is it pure? Actually, hey, actually, is there any Sonic fan fictions you like, Turk? I mean, that's an interesting question, right? I mean, if we're talking about you mentioned fan art changed, man, but as much as I love art, you know what I love more? A story. I love a story. I love stories. Stories. That's what we are in the end. And in the way, isn't this ramble like one big story? No, but isn't it? I mean, it's not. Like, what if you thought of it like that? Like, what if that's the way you thought of it? What if this was a story? It's one big story told over a ramble. A Ramble Snap. It's a bit of a pun because my character in D&D comes from a place called Ramble Snap that got crushed by a crawling dungeon. I see some previous stream where I talked about that for details. So anyway, what was I talking about? The answer is it doesn't matter. So in the beginning I had like a central story and that was why I was doing this, but now that we've done the central story, I think that we could just branch off for the stories, because isn't that what life is? We're just kind of like, all like, we think we have a central story, we like try and create a goal for ourselves, but then you do the goal and what's left? Just the side content, just the stuff to do, just the filler before the end of time, before it all ends. And I really do enjoy the filler. I wish that people respected it a little more. I like to spend a lot of time doing the filler. I don't like the thought of dying. I really terrifies me in a way because it means so much less filler that gets to do. There is so, you know why I put my there's lots of big criticism. I was gonna be so much criticism about the way capitalism pushes productivity. But you wanna know why I still buy into it? It's because there's so much I want to do, so many things that I'm like I would like to do that, and I know I can't do all of them, but I'd like to do them all as much as I can, and that's why I get so upset with myself when I don't actually manage to do things that I need to do, because it gets in the way of things I want to do. Oh, the wonderful, wonderful world of things to do. It's beautiful. And like I don't subscribe to the idea that like death gives meaning to things, because I feel like even if I was immortal, I just have so many things I want to do. I mean, there's so many things. It would open up the door. There'd be so much more things I could do that like I couldn't do. Like that'd be crazy. All right, Turks tell me, oh, there's a person who makes Sonic use stories that didn't traumatize me. That is amazing. Can we get a hip hip hooray? Everyone chat hip hip hooray. Give that a hip hip hooray for non-trauma, or as I like to call it, NAMA. Don't put that in the course, because it is dumb. I am an idiot. Maybe that's why. Maybe, I mean, you know, they say, my mother always used to tell me this, stupidity is not funny. She told me this incessantly, because she needs to combat the fact that it's not true. People do, in fact, I think, like watching something that is not smart. I mean, it's not very highbrow humor, but like, it's definitely considered fun, and maybe that's why people come, because deep down, I'm not actually very clever, and I'm just kind of like I'm just a random little guy. You know? I'm just like a little weird little thing that just kind of like pumps out weird sounds in different orders that are comedic in their lack of sense and reason. And maybe that's the whole spirit of living. Maybe that's. Is this anything? Is there anything here? Is there anyone in there? Is there anyone using the room? Anyone knocking at the door? Is all of this nonsense? Am I just going insane? And the answer to that is no, I'm never insane. And actually, Galaxy Wolf, I'm the most mentally stable person you know, right? Like, I'm like super mentally stable. That's like, they call me mentally stable man. That's what they call me in like the superhero high school, because that was like the thing that I went to. I went to a superhero high school. Put that in, write that down in the official lore. I really hope that ends up coming up later, because that's kind of a lame piece of lore. I think that the actual almost choking attempt scared me of a real choking attempt, because as you can see, I'm not. I mean, the gargles don't sound as nice anymore. It hurts me. It hurts my brain. It hurts my heart and my soul and my mind and some other fourth thing that's menacing and not menacing at the same time. It's just words. You know, I compared myself yesterday to an AI, just a randomly generated. Is that a no comment? Is that a no? Are you saying no comment? because I think that comments are important. You gotta have the string of commentary, and I work very hard on making sure that people think I'm a sane person. That's a lie. I think I actually undermine myself in this manner. I think I'm a lot more sane than I think. I mean, to be fair, this is a weird idea for a stream, but it's not an insane one. I mean, the talking makes me sound insane, but it's not that hard to do. I don't think it's actually that hard to actually figure out how to talk like this. And you know, I obviously know this might be a lot of talking, so I'm sure you'll all be glad to hear that next stream I plan on doing no talking. But yeah, I think that it's gonna be. I think that I don't know. What was I saying? What was I saying? It's hard. It's hard. I try to express ideas, but all the ideas are mumbled in my head. You know, something that got cut from yesterday's speech. I don't know. I don't know how many of the D&D chat is still here because I haven't seen anyone say anything or whatever. That's my own indication that anyone's there. But you know, I mean, who might be there? It's kind of hard to tell. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah. So. Something that got cut out of the original version of this that I did for the D&D yesterday is that I've been adding the word M to words. I don't know why. I'm not quite sure what it is that, like, I'm doing, but, like, it started with Good'em. Because I have this weird thing where, like, sometimes when, like, I don't know what to say and, like, I don't have, like, a clear through line to talk to, I just act dopey for some reason. I don't really get why this happens, but it's just a thing. So I just, like, add a little sound, like, it's a Good'em. And then I just started like it affecting other things, and I'm starting to type it out. I've started to type out Good'em, like Goodm, and now that's a thing. That's a verbal quirk now. I guess it's happening. It's just, I mean, I've just along for the ride at this point. And I've spent a lot of time. I've spent a lot of time trying to figure out how I work. I like to think of myself as substantially more introspective than the average person. And it's all been for nothing. Like I don't understand it. It hasn't worked. I haven't gained any understanding. It's all been a massive waste of time, and that's disheartening, but it's also, I guess it speaks to the human brain. I mean, people try to figure out how people think for so long, and I mean, like, it's probably inevitable. Well, why would I ever think that I would be one of the people to actually manage it? Someone's saying someone about FunnyMon260, Imani/FunnyMon260, Imon8 on YouTube. She makes art of the Sonic years. She kind of reminds me of those animations back then in the YouTube internet early days. Ooh, the early days. I'm not sure how much I know of the early days. I have this weird thing where I've been like around for a lot of things, but like I haven't really been a part of a lot of things because like I was around in the early internet days, but like we didn't have unlimited for a while, and so I just kind of watched Minecraft YouTubes. But like I mean, you think the Minecraft YouTubes are? I mean, Minecraft. On the one hand, the more things change, the more things stay the same. Minecraft was always just a place where like there's abundance of creativity, and they just kind of like put a bunch of stuff in there. Like there's like. It wasn't always like the most high quality content. It was pretty clearly just something to do, something to shovel into my head, much the way that YouTube is now. But it also was like less toxic. Like people might call the culture cringe today, but like that's way better than like what's replaced it, which has been just complete toxicity for some reason, which is just great, just wonderful. It's not wonderful, it's but it's weird. It's very weird. I don't like there's something about me cringes about that time, but in a way that time was much better. So now I'm being like very weird about it. I guess I'm just a boomer. You're just gonna have to accept that. Like from Kirby's Dream Land. Remember the enemy Boomer from Kirby's Dream Land? Oh, I loved Boomer. Boomer's like such a guy. He throws boomerangs. That's why it's a boomer. You don't have to laugh at that because that's the joke the game makes and not me. And you're only legally obligated to laugh at jokes I make because I am objectively the funny elf. And therefore you must obey my command. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's what it says in the Bible somewhere. Philip, the elf 1, 2. Oh man, you guys ever hear about Elf on the Shelf? You know what was my fun family activity? We had a really fun bonding activity I had with my mother. We would make fun of Elf on the Shelf because Mom like hadn't gotten an Elf on the Shelf and really liked making fun of all the Facebook posts where people would talk about how hard Elf on the Shelf was. And I would also, I mean, our family has a very strong and historic mocking culture. And of course, I would never, ever give up on another time to connect with my mother in this grand tradition of the mockery. And it's been a great time. And hello, Kreiner, hello! Welcome to Insanity. That is what it is. I mean, It took so remember if you remember, please hold. Well, it took a little less time. Galaxy Wolf figured out what the gimmick for the stream was within like 9 minutes. That's like really impressive, right? I mean, it's really cool. And Galaxy Wolf doing flashbacks. Oh, the wonderful, wonderful flashbacks. I had so much fun that stream. It made me feel better about that exam that I took in the middle of it, and for that I know that people hate me for it, but I think that is good. I can declare that good. That is good. That's a good thing. It was good in the end. It's good. You can't argue. It was good. Anyway, Turk saying that he respects this person because they post art despite the fact someone call her things. I mean, I will have to say, I kind of respect that because I am not that. I cringe all the time, and the fact that I probably seem very open, but like you have to realize, some part of me, I mean, do you know how terrifying it was? Like, I like this idea. I love this idea of just talking and talking and talking and trying to improv and keep the stuff going. And I love the idea of like getting kind of pseudo-intellectual about it, where you can't really tell how much of it's a joke and how much of it's genuine thought, because it is genuine thought. It starts just coming through at the speed of light. So like it's somewhat genuine, but also it's not being filtered or actually thought about. So it's also kind of dumb. It's like the marriage of those two ideas, and I love that. And I think this is a good idea, but I was terrified actually doing it. Like there's a pit in my, and this happens every time I want to swing a farm. That happened quite a bit with Pumpkin Hill. I was like, what if people think that this is really, really, really stupid? And they just like get really annoyed that I did it. And I got inspiration both times, which is good, so that's a good sign. But like, you know, I have a lot of shame. If I ever there's like one episode that I have planned to talk a lot of stuff, but like, it's like I'm aware enough of my shame to know that it's something I don't want to be ruled by, but not aware enough not to be actually affected by it. It's an interesting place to be, but I'd much rather be here than to like be in denial about the shame or to be convinced that the shame is justified, because I think that's a much worse place to be in, at least personally. Anyway, I'm glad you came in, Fiona, because I thought you'd. Oh god, I almost choked again. Anyway, I thought you'd really like this because, you know, I know you like my tangents. I know that. Because I am a tangenty person and so are you. Our phone calls go on for hours. And I know that we would have a good respect for the tangent. And I thought, what if we just did an episode that was just tangent? Because, you know, we're doing a bunch of grinding and we have to, like, do stuff. And I forgot the music. I told Galaxy Wolf I'd put my headphones on and listen to the music for one of these. I'm an idiot. I'm a fool. I'm a rube. Other peasant, pheasant, pleasant, jabezant. Anyways, I just can't. You can just add more syllables. There's a danger that like if one of my nonsense words will actually be like a word that like. There's always I always get. Oh, I forgot Amy. Amy, I love Amy's voice. Anyway, I do. Stop choking, folks. I haven't choked yet. I have not actually choked yet. I have just gotten close. So close. But I have not actually choked. Anyway, the whole idea is like, you know though, sometimes you have a moment of silence for people. This is the opposite. That's the best way to explain this. This is not a moment of silence. It's a moment of noise. A cacophony of thoughts, completely and utterly streamed. Okay, you know, this is like my third or fourth time to like explain the ethos of this, which is literally just stream of consciousness is kind of an interesting thing. So, you know, I just gotta stop iterating on that. I just gotta do it. Yeah, oh, this is weird. It's very weird to be like keeping the stream of consciousness going and also hearing it. Because now I'm also trying to pay attention to the song, and oh, this is a great song. I love songs. I mean, Sonic has got some very, very wonderful, wonderful music. I mean, it's just, I love music. Music's great. I mean, it's just really nice times, and like, I like it. I mean, oh man. Unfortunately, Rouge levels are not good for grinding chords on, but like, if they were, oh, I love Rouge music. Or as I like to call it, Rougic. Don't write that down. Anyway, where was I? We're at a water level. We're talking about choking, something, and more. Anyway, here are my 4 or 3 first response. Holy smokes! Morgana with Luffy. Silly turkey. Luffy is a One Piece character. Even I know that, and I don't even really know what the One Piece is. Like, oh, I forgot the music changes here. I mean, isn't that as good? What's wait. I don't know. It's fine. I like it. It's kind of hard to hear. The sound effects are like really loud for some reason in comparison to the music. But it's definitely, I don't know. I like the early music more. That's a bit sad, but it's not that. It's still good. It's still pretty good. It's kind of hard to see here. Anyway, anyway. Luffy the One Piece, the Phantom X. Everyone knows Phantom X is from Phantom of the Opera Turkey. Even I remember that. And not that one anime and such, or that. So people were talking about. You're literally I didn't read the end of the thing, but you're literally heading off the One Piece claims already. I followed into your track. You have officially gotten me, and I must, of course, surrender my firstborn child to you. So that's a bit of a shame, I guess. I mean, do you want to name him? I mean, you could name my firstborn child right now. No, this is not legally binding. I'm not actually gonna let this happen. I should put this here because I really like being made to like keep to my word, but like this is serious. It's a thing that I do not want to seriously give up. So, you know, and you don't have to get my firstborn child. That's a joke. That is a joke. That is I fell in the water. Well, Green Hill, we were good for grinding. You know what? Let's find out. It's a good time. It's a good time to find out. Anyway, Shio, Suzy, and Anna and Takamaki. I don't know who that is, so that's the great. But you know what? I know who the Phantom of the Opera is. I remember there was this thing, right, where we got to watch the Phantom of the Opera. It was like free, right, because of COVID. Like they were released, like a quality theater company released it for free, and you could just watch it. And I'm not gonna lie, the Phantom of the Opera kind of sucks. It's not like, it's not a very good thing. The guy is kind of creepy. And I remember, I was watching a little late, but I can barely remember the plot. I like stories together in my mind. It's got a really nice musical chord, like ba 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 ba. It's like, I think maybe I'm just wrong. It's been a while. It's like it was pandemic days, but like it was a good time. It just wasn't very good. It was very very romance centric. You know, I guess that makes sense, but like not like in like, oh, I love romance, but more like. It's definitely not healthy. Whatever's going on. And I just remember a lot of the time I don't remember what it was exactly about. I remember a lot of times screaming to myself, being like, "Why are you acting like this?" And so yeah, I didn't really like Phantom of the Opera very much. And I talked to Mom, and apparently Mom also doesn't super love it very much, which is interesting to hear about because it's not something I would expect. But it is apparently true. Whoa, what? Oh, wait, no, I just hit a death barrier down there. I don't think this is actually very good for grinding, but you know, we'll keep at it because, you know, we don't need to be good at grinding because we have like 3 whole streams of this. I mean, I guess we can make a shortened stream the next time, but like, you know, and I told people I'd do this for 3 hours, which means that I have to commit to I can't end the stream early, like oh my gosh, I'm choking on nothing. That was not even water. That wasn't water. You know what's water? This is water. Mm, mm. No, but I just choked on my own saliva. That's just a new low. And yeah, so small problem with this level as a grinding source, and that is that it's really hard to do while not being very in focus. Which, like, I mean, that kind of really is one of the limiting factors, right? We just can't do levels that require a ton of focus because I am just talking. There's no focus, and I'm completely and utterly just rambling and rambling forever and ever and ever and ever, and that's a problem. So, you know, I mean, it makes problems for grinding at least. What are people talking about? Hey, Galaxy, how far have you gone, and how far there is too spoilery? Oh, yeah, because Galaxy's playing through Persona 5. I mean, you're experiencing them. You're living the high life. You're experiencing games I would have loved to experience. Would have loved to. It would have been a good time. It would have been the good time. It would have been the best of times. It would have been the first of times. The first of times. It's the first of times. That doesn't make any sense. I'm just saying words now. Words. With words. And that's like kind of the charm, but it's also kind of the stupidity of what I'm doing with my life, and that is nothing of value. Anyway, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, choking. Look, I'm trying my best, alright? Look, it's hard not to choke. You ever tried not choking? I mean, you can't do it, right? Anyway, I wasn't really talking about anything, but you know, I kind of don't have anything more to say on the choking thing, so I guess we have to change topic somehow. So, topic change. It's a topic change. Originally, that sounded a little bit like Spider-Man. Ever watch a Spider-Man? Oh, the Spider-Man. It does whatever a spider can. There's more weeks after this. I don't remember them, but they exist. Oh yeah, it's the Spider-Man. Anyway, that's not really in the right cadence, right? Like, I always pride myself on getting a specific cadence down, and song isn't there. We kind of already broke that with the birthdays, so, you know, like, we're just gonna be how it have to be. Anyway, what was I talking about? Where were we going? Trying to make sure I don't name any characters / props that might be considered a spoiler. Oh, right. Of course. Well, you could talk about Phantom of the Opera. Don't do that. Don't talk. Oh, so you know Phantom of the Opera is a sequel? Now, let me tell you, Phantom of the Opera is a classic musical. Like, I might not personally like the story very much, but it is a classic musical with classic songs. And after that comes love. It's like love finds a way, or like love carries on. In which case, the original person that I think the female love interest ends up with gets completely and utterly wrecked for some reason, and then the female love interest goes back to the Phantom for some reason. The story is a mess, and they took out that one really iconic musical sting, so it's just really a waste of time. Mom and I watched it together specifically to make fun of it because as I said, the mocking culture is a very important part of the Paulson family household, and it is actually very, very. It's hard. It's like, I don't want to call it a cultural thing because like it's not like part of a culture, but it kind of is because it's how I've grown up. It's how I've been. It's why I'm like this, as some might say. But like, it's like ingrained in me. Like it's not something I live without. It is like, it's something that it's weird. The idea of not having it is strange. A strange time. Because I mean, it's a free world in the mocking times, and you can mock and you could also be mocked at equal measure. And that is the times. That's the times that we live in, and that's just kind of the environment I live in. And it's all in good fun, and that's how I was raised. That's the entirety of my thoughts, and to the point where I can name stuff like I could name talking about what was I even thinking about? I could name talking about the Phantom of the Opera, or talking about the Elf on the Shelf as like bonding experiences specifically made out of mocking. It's actually interesting if you think about it, but I don't. I never think about it. I don't think about many things, even though, well, no, that's not true. I do think about a lot of things. I think, in fact, I think about a great deal of things, but it's still, they're just things that like escape one's notice, that like aren't not easy to recognize for what they are, and I think that's very interesting. And so that's my little justification. We should try going up there. You know what the benefit of going to Green Hill Zone is? I haven't actually fully explored it, and this does give me a little bit of an excuse to, right? Like, oh, if you like get hit with the magnet shroom, or which is still not what it is, all the stuff freezes in place. That is cool. That's super cool. It's so cool. So cool. Galaxy saying is a difficult line, which makes sense. Very on 100 hours. Holy, so how many hours do we have in Sonic Adventure 2? Actually, that is not something that we have to be in the dark in, because we have technology. So let us go. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Give me a second. Second. It's within a second. That's where we are. If you think this is a reference to something, then maybe it is subconsciously, but it's not consciously. I'm just making stuff up. Anyway, so Galaxy don't want to talk about late game things because it's not supposed to be a spoiler discussion. That makes sense. That's a fair adjustment, a fair assessment of the situation. Yes. And oh, I just realized, in order to tell, you have to close the game because this game sucks. I don't know why it's like this. It just is just inconvenient for no reason. That could be the tagline to Sonic, the franchise. Inconvenient for no reason, right? Because here's the thing, Sonic's not bad. Like, so Sonic is like really good moments. It's got really good games. It's got really good times. But it's always, for some reason, inconvenient with no reason. So, you know, that describes everything. Anyway. So, I'm getting more rings from, Godfrey was telling that I'm getting more rings from Metal Harbor, and that's true, but I think I'm a bit slower than Metal Harbor, and also I die more often, so it's a trade-off. Thirk saying to stop saying sorry, my hero says to stop saying sorry, probably considering, wait, oh, and it's gone. Okay, yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna get on people for saying sorry too much. I mean, yes, I think it is not good to acknowledge that you're saying sorry too much, but sorry is being polite, and you should never be punished for being polite. And I don't know, I feel like, this is weird. I feel uncomfortable asking people not to say sorry. which is just the strangest proposition. Like that's a weird thing. But like I don't know, it's weird. I'm weird. It's a strange mind. 96 hours. Okay, so I'm actually. You've been playing Persona for longer than I've been playing Sonic Adventure 2. Holy smokes, that's sinking in. The crushing weight of it all is sinking in. I mean, like how long has this gone on? How long? I should probably stop saying sorry, probably because it's clear my mom's and grandma's feelings on my own during that appointment. Oh yes, that might be a problem, right? Actually, yeah, because I can see how that you have to try. That is important. I mean, I can't talk. I know anything. I never actually did. I went to like one therapy session. I guess I did a little group thing with mom because like it just happened to happen. But I have never actually done much of the therapiums, and so I don't know. But I do think it would be important. I should just stop talking. I should just stop. Well, no, I can't stop talking, except for a dramatic pause like that. But I can't stop talking because the talk hurts. But I'm just gonna, just deflect. That's what I do. That's all I do in life. It's all that I'm good for. The entirety of the deflection and deflection. It's all a distraction, a ruse you don't ever quite see behind the endless veil of darkness. And this is just nonsense speak. None of this is true. It's not really referencing anything. You ever had a dream? No, I'm just joking. I remember that meme though, that one dream kid meme thing. Oh, the good times. I remember without context or without telling Galaxy what I was referencing, I would just kind of try to recite as much of it as memory, like at the middle school lunch table, as possible to Galaxy. Well, wasn't that a fun time? Wasn't that a fun? Was that? It kind of had this vibe, right? Cause like I get into like a little mode, which is like. Definitely consistent, and with like how I am today, and I get into like a little mode, and like I would just kind of it would be a sleepy mode, right? A sleepy mode. I kind of like try to get into. I guess I'm just a method actor at heart, right? Like just trying to like act how I think the real ones would act, right? Like how in the most realistic way. Oh, I'm getting a pop-up. Let's turn that off. Come on, shut off the pop-up. All right, back into the game. All right. Oh, sorry, I think it's the dryness, right? The dryness just makes me want to cough.
Yes!
And isn't that something? No, it's not something. It's literally not anything. All right, wonderful, nice story. Shoot, why is this happening? Something's going wrong with my thing, and it's not anymore. Okay. I need more water.
Too easy. Piece of cake.
They told me not to blow bubbles, but now it's an important part of my job. This isn't a job. That's a joke. It's a joke. It's all a joke. The entire thing is a joke. Gox was saying the same amount of time you drove. I'll keep doing Green Hill until I manage to get up to the thing. I have to sacrifice the rings. I love the rings, but I have to sacrifice them. Also, 3 points if you actually know what I was talking about, because I just realized I was hopelessly vague. But if you figured out what I was speaking about, then good, you get a cookie. You get a cookum. You've been cooking. Anyway,
here we go.
The most important part is I'm only about 1/2 to 2/3 of the way through. Oh God. I mean, Persona looks interesting, but oh God. Anyway, good times, fun times, hickory-doo. I've been playing Persona 5 Royal for 301 hours and 33 minutes, with 2 playing on the third, and I'm almost at the third palace. Holy God. In Tavern Almighty, when we break our bread, when we eat the pizza. Anyway, 2 playthroughs. Oh, okay. That took a lot of the punch out of it. I'm sorry.
Here we go.
I really do like this iteration. It is a great iteration. I gushed over it when we first introduced it, so I'm not going to gush over it too much now. But this is one of the greatest Green Hills of all time. It's Green Hill when it's still special. It's a loving 3D recreation that's trying to keep the spirit of those multiple paths, and it's like so much the perfect mix of spirit and of trying to keep the spirit of Sonic Adventure 2 alive in what's supposed to be a really accurate like recreation, and it's just balancing those things perfectly. And it's so good. I mean, I don't recognize all of the things because I didn't play a lot of Sonic, but I did play the original Sonic quite a bit as a kid. I had the classic collection. It's definitely something I had exposure to. I remember the waterfall area, and you could get above the waterfall area, and the feeling of just so many paths. There's just so many ways to go. And like, I mean, I'm never super attached to Sonic. In a way, I think a lot of the alternate paths of Sonic overwhelms me. It's hard for me to I mean, it's hard because it's definitely. Oh, come on! Oh, I died. See, this is what I was talking about. Glad to give a. Sometimes this one is just a more dangerous one. Sometimes so that's part of the other reason. Anyway, what was I talking about? Oh yeah. I think I've always been a little bit intimidated by like the paths in Sonic because I always like doing things in the way, right? The way that makes sense, like the way with a capital D and a capital way, and it's really intimidating, all of these things, and then trying to find out what the best one is, like optimizing without any goal in sight. I mean, there are goals obviously in sight. That's what was most terrifying about me when I started this game. But I think actually getting through all the air ranks and having a good time doing it has helped. It's like exposure therapy. I'm not as scared anymore. I am finally free of the spell. Anyway, I'm recognizing like bits of this because I played this as a kid and I played this for Retro Rewind, and it's just so good. It's just a wonderful right mix of like accuracy and like keeping it and like making it fit this game, and it's perfect. And it's just great. It's just wonderful. I really admire it. I think it's good. I think it's a really good iteration. And Turkey still hasn't 100% completed. I don't know what that means for Persona 5. I've talked with my sister Naomi about 100% completing Octopath Traveler, which they seem pretty convinced they are not able to do. Although I believe in them. I believe in us actually, because like I could help. I could totally, if I help, it would totally be fine. Maybe you could even grind some more. I don't know. I would really like to see it happen. I hate my why. Green Hill Zone. I'll switch back to a different place. Or maybe even do a different route. But I just want to clear it out, going that upper path. I just want to do it. I guess I always want to see everything in the game, right? And so that's why all of the paths I think is intimidating to me. But it is definitely a strength, I think. I mean, it's not something that it might not be something I am perfectly in position to appreciate, but it's definitely a strength of the series. I mean, Sonic has a lot of strength. I have to, as someone who's definitely always been more into Morrow, I gotta tell you, there's some good things about Sonic. I think they're nicher things, but like they're really good. And I think it's better when it leans into the nicher things that it does and always has done very well, than when it tries to not do that. Although I guess I haven't played enough of the modern Sonic games to really give concrete examples. So maybe everything I say is garbage. Honestly, I think you all should assume that everything I say in this stream is garbage because you know it's coming in this fashion, and maybe just everything I say in general because it's me. Anyway, what was I talking about? Where was I going? Nobody knows. The one thing about songs is it's a really easy filler. Like you can shove song in anywhere. And I can come up with songs out of the oh shoot, you all are listening to music. Oh, whoops. Impactful silence, but more for comedic effect. Anyway, give me a second. I gotta put my headphones on. I can't just. I need to put my headphones on because clearly it's important to the experience. I gotta know what you guys are listening to. I'm running out of water. I'm terrified. I am absolutely terrified because I am running out of water. If I run out of water, music! Ba 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 da, ba. Anyway, so I'm running out of water, and that's terrifying because I have to keep talking. I'm talking faster. I'm using up the water. No! Oh god, this is terrifying. Okay, so we're not quite halfway through. We're a little bit more, and we're definitely more than halfway through this water. And I really wish I had gotten my juice. I mean, I was planning on it, right? I had such high hopes. I was like, oh, I'll get my juice. It's going to be a great time. And I just didn't have time because I can't manage my time. I never manage my bloody time. And that's how we got into the mess. And that's why we did the rambling in the first place, remember? Like, that's how we got here. That's how we got to this I've been up here before. I've definitely been up here before. It's definitely happened. It's definitely a thing that happened. Anyway, it's why it exists. I'm not even saying words anymore. Okay, calm, like a breeze, or a breeze, or like a going where the Garfield sends Odie to Abu Dhabi. That's not even what? Where's that nonsense would have come from? That's right. I just thought of the word when I was thinking of nonsense babble, and now I'm thinking about it because did you know they have baseball? I don't know who did it, but Abu Dhabi is like a baseball team now. It's because they're doing like a league in like that area of the world or something.
Just made it.
So yeah, I don't know. It's weird. It's weird. Anyway, Turkside says all achievements. Oh hi, hello, Amy. I forgot about you again. I'm gonna turn down the volume a little bit. Anyway. Oh god, I'm sweating. Do you guys mind if I turn on the fan? No, it must be strong. This is where the deranged start comes in, and it must be strong. I must keep going. Let's do some more. Let's do some green forest. It's all achievements plus getting all the stuff that carries over to New Game Plus. Is a New Game Plus? Why is that game so long? Oh, I can't. I'm not gonna be able, I'm starting to like get into a yelly phase, but I can't express anything without being some kind of like exclamation. You gotta exclaim everything because I am losing it. I am completely, like it's the heat part. Partially it's the heat. Like oh god, it's like the stick of summer, except it's not summer. It's literally winter. But I can't keep my windows open because of the sound quality. And I can't turn my fan on because of the sound quality. And I can't turn my air conditioning on because they turned it off. And like that's just you can see how it's a problem. And and the lack of water is getting to me. It's actually getting to me. Boom shot a lot. Anyways. It's getting on not super 100%, just hitting some important stuff. That's fair. It's a really big game. Basically seeing all. I'm not paying attention. It's causing me to drift into things I normally wouldn't. So I guess that's fun. That's fun because I have to read the chat because for some reason on the one chat where I talk non-stop, that is the one where it's active. Ha 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 ha! Isn't that funny? Oh, good times. What we're talking about. I really invest in this conversation, but I can't focus on it. I can't actually look at it, but I really want to do. Like I'm actually interested in answers, and I got hit again, and this is not a good level for this. Oh my goodness, we're still going, and we are almost at the halfway point. Ah! Oh, I'm a coward. I don't want to scream like. People are going to give me a noise complaint more than I probably already are. And you don't get too much. I don't think I've ever actually gotten a noise complaint, but like it's going to happen. Live streams are not quiet affairs. Anyway, they're talking basically seeing all the kind of natural matter without pre-planning everything. That is one of the things, right? Naomi's told me that like there's like stuff like Naomi's using a guide to do like a get all the socials route. I think is what you call. I hate those guys. You know, we're not using this well. We're going back to City Escape, so I can talk and look at the thing and not go insane. Except they're going insane. It's gonna go insane. Is this what insanity feels like? And the answer is no, because I can still think. I just need to say things. I just need to say things. It's just talk. It cannot hurt you. It is just talk. It's just you are just speaking and talking. It's all show. It's all a performance, isn't it? It's just all talking. I mean, it's fun, right? It's fun. My misery is fun. And that's why you all let me play this game in the first place. And this is the part of like the TED Talk. It's kind of like a TED Talk / comedy type of thing where you get yelly. That's like an important part. I mean, it might not be. I might be making stuff up. But it's important that you get yelly. Write that down. It's important that you get yelly when you're rambling. Anyway, what was I talking about? I mean, it's not like, we're not all rambles and tangents, but you get the idea. At some point, you just gotta yell. You gotta scream. It's gotta become deranged. Why do I want to be deranged? Why is that a goal? What's going on? And why is it going like this? Why is that like something I've internalized? I guess I think it's entertaining myself. What is wrong with me? What is going on? I am not paying attention to the conversation I wanted to do. What was the whole point of this? Okay, let me see. Let me. Okay. Oh yes. Oh yeah. I mean, I do. So that's part of the thing, right? I like the idea of like naturally doing social stuff. Where like doing it without a guide. Right. Like that's what I'm excited for. Like when we play, I just want to be single. That's the thing. Like the developer, I just want to be single, has been asking people in the latest like development upgrade if they should add more action elements. And I don't want that because I just want the social. I just want like that social thing where I just try to like figure out how it works, right? Like don't plan anything. Just kind of like go with the flow and like react how you would, and it's a cool idea. I don't know. That's how I like. That's the thing I want to do. Like actually trying to do this social stuff. It's fun, and it's all ruined if you use a guide. So I can definitely respect it. And I can also respect not wanting to play a 100-hour-plus game multiple times. Anyway, what confidant is your favorite? Is Silent Turk is asking. I don't actually know what a confidant is. So next question, don't forget the Shadowlands. Oh, Radical Highway. We could do Radical Highway. Yes, we could do Radical. That's true. We'll go to that after this run. If it escape from the city. Sorry, I had to sing the part where you say escape from the city. It's just like the best part, you know what I mean? Just the part where you escape from the city, I'm like, where else could it be? Anyway, Dr. Marku is fun. I'm guessing that's one of the things. That's one of the what thing? Confidants. One of the confidants and one of the confidants. It's very controversial. Yeah, in terms of story, yes, you wonder if Persona 4 that Persona 5. That's what I like to see. That's what I like to see. It's a good talk. It's a good talk. Oh, it's good times. Oh, it is a story. I love story. Story. Good times. I mean, I think one of the things that is that like if I ever do anything Persona based, even especially Persona like a channel or something like. I would want to do it with my sister. I associate that and Octopath so heavily with my sister at this point. Like, it's important. And I missed that ring. I just missed that ring. And missed my confidence of friend characters. Oh, I love friend. Oh, God, I'm running out of water. Why do I keep doing that? Just talk less. Talk slower. You have to talk slower if you want to not run out of water. But talking slower takes more mental energy somehow. I don't know. I guess it's because it's not how I usually talk. I'm used to spitting out vowels, right? I'm used to I just completely and utterly regurgitating vowels out at people. But I'm not used to doing the slow-mo version, so it's harder. I have to be deliberate. You could build up a relation. Oh, it's the romance. Oh yeah, I know one of the things. I know one of the things that. Isn't there, I think it's in Persona 3 where where the only way to get all the socials or whatever Naomi was talking about is that you have to date everyone, and maybe there's a remake that means you don't have to do that. I mean, it's all fuzzy in my head. It's all fuzzy. We've devolved so hard from the original point of this, no. Okay, that's not true. We've actually kept perfectly in line with the original point, but the flimsy framing device, man, that thing was supposed to be what makes this interesting to watch. And we were talking about Persona. Absolutely nothing, but I guess talking about other people's interests is an important thing for attracting them to your own interests. Something. Just write it down or something, or put it in the note. It will be on the quiz. Anyway. Oh, I had a quiz today. I did pretty well. I only got 2 hours of sleep and half hour nap before this, but I had 2 hours of sleep, and I did the quiz, and there were 2 multiple choice questions I was afraid of because I didn't know the answers, and you got the multiple choice are worth a lot in this game, so that would have really wrecked my grade. But then I checked afterwards. I think I got them both right, and I'm pretty sure I got both the free answer rights, at least normal right. So that's gonna be great because I need a quiz. You need a quiz average. There's a quiz every 2 weeks. You need a quiz average of at least 75% to get an A of any kind in the class, and that's still an A-, even if you get 100% on the MP product, which I have, because of course I have, because the MP products are easy, and of course I'm not even keeping my rings. What am I doing? I'm not even keeping my rings, so this run might not even be worth anything. Holy smokes, and holy smokes, Polytram was right, this is devolving. It's Devolver Digital, ha ha ha, it's a joke, laugh. Funny elf, reference, ha! Oh god, the shouting is not helping. The shouting does not help. When I try to repeat the same word a bunch of the time, it actually does help because it's almost like a buffer. But then I get so worse from actually repeating the word that I stop actually saying words, and that's a problem. And okay, we can't do this, right? I love Shadow, but we are getting to the point of delirious. We should not have started with City Escape. We should have started with something else because we could have done this at the beginning. At the beginning, I probably could have done something like Radical Highway. Right now, I am in delirious mode. I am slowly losing it because I only have 2 hours of sleep and a half-hour nap, and I'm starting to feel fatigued as well as the whole talking thing. And oh god, I'm so glad I'm doing the Wisho Concierto next week because then I won't have to say anything. Oh god, I feel happy. No, that's not true. Oh god, fuck. Oh, it's a tone of moderation. That kind of makes me sound like the Cyberman. Oh, except only from the original. My ass is out. No. Don't worry about it. It's like a Doctor Who reference. Anyway, What was I talking about? What was I talking about? What if I talking about? What did I talk about? What was I talking 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 about? Oh, because that happened again. I kept getting focused. Well, I tried to read chat while I did that, but I didn't because I was too focused on saying what was I talking about over and over again. Oh god. If you 11 and up, you can get perks. Oh, so you can romance them. Only women. So, oh right, I forgot. It was entire. You can romance them, but only heterosexually. Only like why? I don't know. It's great. Just fun times. Oh shoot, this reminds. It was reminding me of like oh, it was like strange. If you haven't ever watched, I don't like talking about other YouTube stuff usually, but I'm in deranged mode, so I will. So if you ever watched Overly Sarcastic Productions covering, I think it's Strangers in like a Strange Land or something. It's like this book that's all like it's basically an old classic sci-fi book, and they're going over it sarcastically, and they're talking about it. And apparently there's this like the whole book like gets weird. Like they start polyamorous like love cult at the end, where like the whole idea is like everyone be like free with your love. You don't have to like all the society's restrictions are holding us back, and you could do anything. But like the author was like really homophobic, so like there's like this like whole like do anything, join this big polyamorous cult, break down all the social borders with this big asterisk that just said unless it's gay, don't do that. And it was really funny. It was really weird because it was like this like complete message like flip around, like really this is where you're drawing the line. You got a lot of weird stuff in this book, and it's like no, this it was funny because like it was. There are a lot of weird ideas in the movie, but it's funny because they all follow like a specific theme, except this thread of homophobia that just doesn't work with the rest of the argument. Oh god, I'm delirious and I haven't read chat in ages. What are people saying? You know what? All right, we'll just read chat. Chat is words. Did you know that when you put words in the chat, it's words? I didn't know that. I did not know that. I did not know that. I didn't know that. I'm lying. I'm a liar. I'm always a liar. I'm always lying. Lying. I can't do this for 3 hours. I'm lying. It's 2 minutes away from the halfway point. It's not even the halfway point. It's almost the halfway point. Ha 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 ha. That's French. Anyway, French. Oh man, I love France. Anyway, it's ways you got the baguette. Anyway, what were we saying? Come on. Okay. Not necessarily romance. Oh, that's nice. I love not necessarily romance. I mean, I also love romance. I'm a bit of a romantic sap, but I do love not no romance. It's pretty good. No-mance, or as I like to call it, no-mance. That's what I said earlier. Oh, God, I'm slipping. Anyway, the point is, C3 is the fastest level you've done in terms of ring per minute, and that makes sense. It's the level that I was suggested. I remember as well as suggested. You know what, people? There were two things people were suggested. It was this and the car. And the car was deemed to be slower, but like it's the car. The car was deemed to be slower, but like it's one of the only other ones that was referenced along on the forums about a good thing to grind, and that's what we need. That's what we need. Anyway, we were talking about romance is only optional. Oh, that's what I want to hear. Sorry, I should have better specified that. Thanks, guys. I'm glad it's in specification now. I just only had a minor breakdown about it. But that's okay, because that's just why. Not really a minor breakdown about it specifically. It's just a minor breakdown, so that's okay. Anyway, what was the time on? Where was I going and what was I doing? Anyway, where was I seeing and who was I talking and who was I seeing and how in the world am I? Where is San Diego? Where is San Diego on a map? Could you even put it there? I mean, could you? You know that there's a clutch stat in baseball, there's literally have a statistic to measure how well you do in high-pressure situations. And San Diego did not do good this season. That's something I learned. Good to know. Anyway, what was I talking about? Baseball. Nope, I made the same mistake. I fell in a pit. I can't even do this level. I can't even do this one anymore. I've completely lost my cool, my level, my ability to play Sonic, and the backlog keeps going because it's the one time chat is active, which is great because I love chat. I love when chat is active. It's my favorite thing. Mwah, mwah. I'm blowing kisses into the camera right now, but it's not romantic kisses though. Gotta clarify that. But it's just now is the time when I can't look at it. Now is the time when I have to when I can spill the face of my. I just want to know. I just want to know it's a jet. Okay, just keep going. Just calm down. Just calm down. I think I might actually be being a little worked up, but it's hard to tell because I'm always worked. I always work anyway. As intended. Oh god. Oh man. I'm gonna try and call Fiona after this because I really do that. Anyway, I should. I gotta get some water. I gotta get water. I'm gonna eat my food. I love food. And Pierre's gonna be asleep, and that's gonna be the end of that. Anyway, I just need someone to talk to me. You know, that's why I need someone to talk to because this isn't talking. This is ranting. It's a ramble. It's all to me, and like you're reacting. You're acting. Yes, you exist, but like not really. It's not a dialogue. It's just on words from me. Word. Building up relationships as in friendships. I love friendships. Friendships magic. Anyway, what was I talking about? Kasumi is also great galaxy. She has some of the best. That sounds nice. I maybe if you did this like right after like when I was playing with well I didn't play but when I was like watching with Naomi. Oh, Naomi let me play Triangle Strategy by the way. I tried 3 times and failed. Anyway. But we develop some more strategy because that's the good thing. That's what I'm good. Oh, I heard. Did you just say? Did she just say stage? It was just stage. It was just. Oh, God, I'm not sure the breath. The breath count. It does. It does. Breathing count. Noises count. It all counts. Confidant skills. I can't say my favorite character. They are wholly in the spoiler territory. That's fair. I mean, you can say whatever you want. I don't care. But you're the mod. You can choose the boundaries of this conversation. What was it talking about? What was it talking about? What was it talking about? I was talking about the chat. Yeah, Persona needs to get better. In which arc or something? Yeah, probably needs to get better. It does. It does need to get better about romance. Only here at her stuff in episode 3 and episode 3 is the only one with a female protagonist. That I mean. Wow, I guess it could be a budget cut thing. That kind of sucks. That's just sad. It's just big sad. It's just big sad. I mean, it just makes me sad. It hardens my heart, as they say, in somewhere, nowhere, and then none at all. And, you know, obviously I'd be talking about this more elegantly if I wasn't doing this. So, you know, just you have to be kind. You have to be kind in just the world in general, and also to me right now, trying to say things while also saying everything. And isn't that something? No. Anyway, something. Words. What was I saying? Oh, it's not as words. Like, if I just got a random word generator and just said words like blah, 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 I could just repeat the word blah, everything, but it has to be coming from me. It has to be real. And it just has to be non-stop. Except for poignant silences. I've talked about that. You could do them as long as they don't last too long, and it's like a little bit of an extra thing. Anyway, what was I talking about? In which arc romance? I feel like NPCs should be pansexual by default because only romance can alienate people. That's true. That makes sense. I do think it could be interesting to have each character have their own sexuality because that's like oh, like these are their own characters, and like that would like even who you choose to like be has an effect on how people react and like kind of like trying to be like a really like accurate kind of like so I can see it being interesting, but it's definitely not. I definitely think unless you you're really trying to invest in like character and stuff like that, I think it's for like this kind of thing we're just having a fun time romance and it's not like the specific pointed stories and stuff that you should definitely have just kind of like just the option to just go all in to everyone because it's just a good time. It's a good time. It's a good option generally to have in general. Obviously, I think there's a specific case that'd be interesting. Anyway, obviously, if you just have hetero stuff, pretty hard to defend. Anyway, what was it talking about? Oh yeah, no, I'm slowly getting through this. The party member who joins you in the 6th dungeon. I suppose they have codenames. If you want to say that, he's Crow. I remember Crow. I kind of remember Crow. Is Crow. Is Crow like the one like? Is Crow? I think I remember Crow. Is Crow in a ship? Is Crow in a ship with the main character? Shoot. I hope Naomi's watching this because then Naomi will be able to tell me. Is Crow one of the shipped ones? I can't remember. Anyway. Oh yeah, I think Crow. That's good because if it is, that's good. Clearly, is encountered an error. We're not really caught. If we had caught an error, we would have crashed. We have unfortunately encountered something worse than an error. Some other CS analogy that I am too overloaded to think of right now. Anyway, Philip.exe. Oh no, not an exe. You know, I heard there's a Mario.exe, which was less of an exe and more a control game, and that was like a good thing. But I never actually played it because I just a shill. I just don't know anything about what I'm talking about. I get bits and pieces, and I didn't talk about it because I see interest in those bits and pieces. But I'm a fraud because I never could actually commit to doing the whole thing and actually experiencing things for myself, except for this channel. And that's why it's so good that we're playing 100 Sonic Adventure 2, because I think it really helps give you a peace of mind when I actually manage to experience things. That was a comedic silence. It still counts. The funny thing is, the joke is because I'm breaking apart at the seams. Anyway, what was I talking about? Hopefully you'll get the full game. I played a demo for Triumph Straight. Hopefully you'll get the full game. Yes, it is fun. I heard that, like, oh, it's a lot of decisions, no comment. But, like, I like those kind of games, and it's really fun. I think I'll always associate these with my sister Naomi. That's great. Like, Naomi's always been a bit of a gamer, but, like, being able to fully, like, associate stuff with it was one of my favorite things this summer, besides all of the baseball, which was also really fun. I love baseball. Anyway, I could unironically say that I love baseball right now, and it's the off season, and it's just clenching my heart because maybe just there's signs that maybe we'll actually do well this off season. But it doesn't. I mean, never have hope. Anyway, what was I talking about? I just looked at earlier to try to see the gimmick of the stream. I thought about the variation of Brick Panther before. What do you mean you only looked at earlier in the chat to see the gimmick of the stream? The gimmick of the stream is that I'm talking non-stop. That was the stream. I had a specific cadence I was doing at the beginning. It was all like, this is how it is. And isn't that something like, that kind of like TED Talk is, kind of like fake, kind of like philosophical cadence? But in the end, the entirety of the stream is boiled down to a non-stop stream of content. Just talk. And I didn't write it down anywhere, except, of course, because I had already told the D&D group, I wrote it down in their announcement. But other than that, I didn't tell anyone. This is what I was doing. I was just like Sonic. That's why I took Galaxy Wolf 9 minutes. I just cryptically said, I have something I could do. I was thinking I could do, and I was gleeful. Was like, oh, it's gonna be one of those things where they don't know what I'm doing until I just launch into it, and I love doing that. It's so fun. I find it fun. I Galaxy my family late at night. Anyway, what's the time? He's definitely a prime gauge of Wish Cadet. Yes, I remember Crow. Yes. Oh ho ho ho. Because Naomi was just using the guide, but like not actually like reading ahead in the guide, and we were having so much fun with Crow. We were talking, and Crow was so much fun. Segmentation fault. No, that still crashes the program. I mean, I've dealt with a lot of segmentation faults. Segmentation faults crash the program. Anyway, it full stops. And also, like, I kind of makes sense, right? I get why you'd say segmentation fault, because it's trying to draw on memory that doesn't exist, but I still think it's not right. I think string fault, I don't know. I get segmentation fault. I get why you do segmentation fault, but it's not. It still doesn't fit right in my stupid analogy. It doesn't make any sense. It's still an error, kind of, right? Like, it's basically still an error. Anyway, have you? Yeah. Triple Triumph should have stuck with me a lot more than any Fire Emblem game I've played. The mechanics clicked with me a lot more. That's interesting. That's interesting. I've never played a Fire Emblem. Fire Emblem is one of those things that's like, oh, it'll be up my alley. I will love it. And then I just didn't do it. I just never played it. I never tried it. I didn't have an excuse because Naomi got the games and I could have played them, but I didn't. But maybe I just needed to watch Naomi play, and that would have been fun. Maybe that would have been okay. Although again, I actually discovering Octopath and Triangle. Those games look great. They feel great. I just had a lot of fun looking at them and just talking them out, like gushing about the characters with Naomi. That's the best part, and I love helping her actually figure out how to do it. But like, oh, it's great. We have so much. That was good. Did I tell you about the time I stayed up really late to help like fund a ship in like Octopath Traveler 2? Because that's all there is to that story, but it was so fun that it sticks out to me, and it's one of those wonderful, wonderful memories because we mugged a lot of people. Blue Screen, Colonel Panic, Guru Medic, Tishan. Shoot, I don't know. I know what Blue Screen. I don't actually know what Colonel Panic, but I know what a Colonel is, so I guess I can see how that could happen. I don't know what I don't know. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's not really. It's one of those. How do I put this? It's like one of those. So how do I like explain the kind of thing? One of those is one of those things that's not an error. Memory leak. I have a memory leak because like more and more junk is just getting like accumulating, and the program is going slower and slower as time goes on because you keep not deallocating your stuff. And like and that memory leak. We have encountered a memory leak, because it's not like literally a memory leak, but like it's one of those things. I say memory leak because memory leak and very similar things that are usually classified as memory leaks, despite not being pure memory leaks, is all about like that kind of slow degradation over time. So the effect, at least, is like a memory leak, even though arguably tangentially this isn't really what a memory leak is like. I mean, it could be kind of thought of as what a memory leak is like, but like this isn't actually, I think, how you call a memory leak. because it's an outpouring of memory, and well, you'd have to massage the analogy. Oh, hi, Sharia. My ranking the Thakum themes from Turkey is those. Crow is only 3, and that's it. Mona's 2. Wait, which one's Mona? Is Mona the one in the robot one? Because I feel like Crow should be above Mona at that point. But maybe I don't know. I like Mona. I don't know. Maybe it's so hard. It's all of it slurs together. Anyway, Sharia, what are you grinding this series? What did I miss since last time? Well, I thought okay, so I'm grinding rings, alright? I'm grinding rings because if we get 30,000 rings, then we can buy something. And as everyone knows, buying things is the most important thing of all. And also, I'm seeing if I can talk non-stop for 3 hours straight. I started at 9, I'm ending at 12. We're going to see if I can talk for 3 hours straight. Oh, this is awkward because Sharia knows me in real life, so that's gonna be great, wonderful. They're witnessing my entire insanity. This is what people consider entertaining? No, but I just look. I'm just playing the same level over and over again, trying to get more rings. What else was I gonna do? I had to come up with a gimmick somewhere, and so I did it. I'm not telling the story. If you want to know why I did this gimmick, just go to the start of the stream. Anyway, we should get me, you, and Naomi to play a Fire Emblem Octopath game on stream at some point. Oh, I've considered it. I've talked to Naomi about potentially doing Persona. I will say the problem with Persona is that there's this duel within me. I want to just the 100% drive, right? That's versing the play it naturally drive. So there's that. I'll probably just go for the play it naturally, considering how long those games are. But yeah. Anyway, yeah, I mean, maybe not for stream. I think. It's great, but I'm not sure if that is a good stream game. I think that might be too much. Yeah, this is the Descent of the Energy, or is this some Galaxy Rim starting to optimize for the YouTube algorithm? Oh, I wish this was a Galaxy Rim. This is insanity. It's definitely an ascension into insanity. It's something look, this thing is not going to do. I don't think the channel's going to do well. It's just meant to be a fun little thing. And I thought, well, what if I went and people like watching deranged insane people on the internet, so I thought, well, just watch this. I mean, when I say it like that, it sounds like an algorithm play, but it's just something I thought would be fun. I just thought that slowly going insane would be fun. Write that down. It's okay. I haven't agreed with those rankings. I will not explain further. Obviously, of course. I think that actually, Turkey. I believe that asking Galaxy for their rankings is actually, in fact, asking for a further explanation. Check and mate. Got him. Now with that attitude, and I like it. I talk so fast, I don't even remember what that attitude was. Oh, you're talking about the algorithm. Right. Not that attitude. It'll take the algorithm if I try it. And you do like it. That's great. I kind of thought you'd think I was a weirdo. Anyway, yeah, it's insanity. I mean, it's fun. It's a fun time. It's a fun times. Oh man, I bet if you really want a cheap joke, let's just compare me talking like this to any MP ever, and then our comedy, we've gotten comedy, raw comedy. I'm not sure if Lamau is through what I just said. No, it isn't because of stream delay. But I do think it's really, it worked perfectly. Because I mean that is a Lamau. I mean you get it, you got it, you do it. Whew, I've actually stabilized a little bit. You ever think about that? Like it's all up and down. It's all waves, right? This week has been rough, but I'll get back on the wagon, and I'll feel really good about it. And I'll be like, oh, I'm gonna get some time. Then I'll realize that I'm not as bad as I thought. Then I'll sink into despair. The despair will make me get more behind, and it'll cycle around to itself. It always cycles around to itself. And maybe it'll all be okay, because you know what? All you can do is live. There are so many things we get caught up in the past, and I do so often. I just have to. It's not helpful. I just have to keep going. I just have to keep moving. I just have to be like Sonic. I just have to be like the Sonic brothers, Super Sonic Bros, because we just have to keep moving. Let's go through. Wait, does drinking water count? Oh, of course drinking water counts, because here's the thing: you can talk. Oh no! Oh. I avoided it. Oh my god! I almost choked in triplicate, and I made it. I did it. I did it. I didn't choke. So I guess I didn't do it. Anyway, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, drink. That's how drinking water works. What if Galaxy really nicely to pretty please explain further? No. Anyway, yeah, Galaxy, here's some explanation for you. I don't really like things, but Noir and King are two of my favorites, and I will not tell any slighter against it. That's fair. That's fair. Who's Noir? I know who Noir is. Noir is someone. Noir is someone. Noir is someone. I know. Is Noir Crow? No. Who is Noir? Noir's like the girl from the robots and the stuff, right? Something like that. Anyway, Fiona's leaving. Do you mind if I call Fiona later? Never mind. Okay, okay. I don't know if you're still here because you might not be still here because you might have already left for the night watch. But I was hoping to call later. So if I could call later, that would be nice. Because I need. This is taking a toll. Anyway, what were you saying? What the fuck, bro? Lamb Mao, Black Noir. Noir is alright. So the chat is talking about something called Persona 5. It's another video game, and I'm just responding to the chat. So if you look at the other people in the chat talking about someone named Noir, I don't think I ever actually said Black Noir, but like I mean maybe it sounded like that because all my words are kind of combining together. But yeah, it's just something about Persona or something. I don't know. I actually never played Persona, but like that's what the chat's talking about. When you gotta talk about something, you just look for chat for inspiration. I mean, it's funny. Like sometimes you can just spit out stuff that the chat says. I'll just directly go straight copy into like my mouth, and then like it'll be like that'll be it, and then that's good. That's good. Anyway, so yeah, you can also repeat stuff. I've talked. You know what? But I've already talked about people. So if you mean the game with his tune, it says Bay. What? Wait, that happens? Wait, what? Wait, that's a joke. That's a joke, right? I don't think that's not a real thing, right? I mean, that can't be a real thing that people put in a video game, right? That's not a real thing, right, guys? Right? Experts, please tell me it's not real. Anyway, oh shoot, maybe though. I remember Naomi telling me there were some. Naomi's my sister, by the way. I remember Naomi telling me there were some problematic elements, so maybe that's one of them. Good gracious and the goodness. Anyway, well, great, which what people were talking about, so we're just going to keep going with it. Anyway, I mean, sometimes you just have to, sometimes you just have to close your eyes for a little few parts of the game, just so that you don't upset the rest of chat. So anyway, good times. Yeah, they're all, I'd say they're all at least LO, because I haven't done their comment, which is still really good, and Haru was in the same boat. That's words, that's really words. Guys want to say they have no idea what I'm talking about. That's good, good to know. Started saying something about sauce for those who are interested for plot. I think YouTube automatically deletes links. Sorry, I'm sure people can look it up. It's not like that seems like something that seems pretty distinctive. But anyway, yeah, but apparently that's a thing. Great, wonderful, good to know. Just wonderful. Maybe I remember like there are characters that Naomi doesn't like, right? Like that part, and some of them are creepy. And that's when Naomi doesn't like it. So that kind of fits. It's something you learn sometimes. You just gotta like have selective thing. So wait, shoot. Or is it a meme? Oh shoot, that's two. Well, because Turks played through the whole game. So now I'm starting. Sorry, I'm doubting you now. Now I've got like some doubt because apparently that's not real. I've swapped. Because I heard apparently there's a Studio Ghibli movie that's about country roads, and so like I'm used to just believing anything at this point that like comes from a semi-reputable source, and I know Sharia, so I believe Sharia would have like a good source. But now we've got people. We've got dissent. We've got dissent in the chat. We've got a chat war. Is it real? Is it not real? Is it fake news? Is it unfake news? Or as I like to call it, I don't have with anything. Nothing. I don't. What are words anyway? They're saying, huh? Okay, that's good. So we have some denial because here's the thing: memes are weird, and people can kind of do that thing where they edit stuff. So now I'm weird. Oh, you gave the sauce. Oh, right. Yes. The problem again, it deletes links. YouTube deletes links when you send them. So I don't know how to send the link, but like maybe if you could send it in not like a link form, it won't delete it. But like you can't. Like it'll delete it. I don't see it, right? So like you have to like find a way that's not like an actual link. I hope that clears things up. Anyway, yeah, it doesn't work. You can't have the YouTube link. You have to actually People can look it up, obviously, or like you can get people to look it up, I guess. But like other like you have the YouTube links won't work. It's weird. I don't know why. It's like some kind of preventing you. It's basically to prevent you from like basically scamming people, being like, hey, click on this link, and then like you take all their stuff. But yeah, Certus is person for teacher meme. Well, that's a meme. That's the thing. There's a lot of ways you can edit it, and like. At least it's not permanent, right? I mean, if someone who's played the whole thing is confused and and it hasn't come up yet, I mean, I could ask Naomi. Naomi would definitely know, and I trust my sister more than anyone ever in the world. And so maybe that would be true. But I think it's always possible that I mean, there's lots of memes. You know how many Sonic memes that are just like putting in different dialogue into this game specifically? They're so fun too. You ever seen the CD's Nuts one? It's great. I know it doesn't sound great, but trust me, it is. Anyway, your P is still really valid. You haven't had the opportunity to install this free further confident. The first link where it says, in a nutshell, and then the sports link is sorry for being aggro. Great, wonderful. So well, that I don't know what to say. I hope it's fine. I hope everything goes all right. I hope. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what's going on at this point. The first link where it says in a nutshell. Again, sorry if you're trying to send links, it will not work. I need to impress upon you. YouTube automatically deletes any links sent into chat. It won't link to anything. So you gotta not send it in a link. All right. I don't know if you're trying to do that still. It's kind of hard to tell because I am having trouble focusing. What is the stream? It's this. This is what the stream.
No problem.
You're so lost. Well, that's kind of the point. Look, you see that total rings number? That needs to get to 30,000. And I am just killing time between that and then. Because, all right, I'll show you. Here's the Chow world. I guess it'll be Tails. You'll love Tails. Tails is great. Anyway, there are two objectives there are two things you need to know. There are three things you need to know. No, oh shoot, really? Wait. I don't see it. That is weird. Oh, well, search of this Persona 4 teacher meme. Oh, that. Okay, I see. Anyway, what was I saying? No, I just said, oh, I see. Okay, sorry. I'm a bit backed up, you have to understand. So you go in here, and there's like a black market. There's a black market, and like there's stuff in the black market. You can buy things. And so one of the things you could buy is, well, there's a lot of things you buy, but one of the things cost $30,000, and so there's three things you need to know. Number one, we need to kill time until we get $30,000. There's four things you need to know. Number one, we need to get to $30,000, and that's going to be kind of boring to do because you're just going through the same levels and getting rings over and over again. Number two thing you need to know is that we need to kill time. And in order to finish Sonic Adventure 2, I need to play a multiplayer game, and to play multiplayer, I have to wait till Thanksgiving break. So we need to kill time. We need to be not bored while getting things. So that leads to number three. I'm going to talk nonstop. That's the idea of what I'm going to do. I'm going to talk. That's how I'm going to keep from getting bored with it. I'm just going to keep talking, and then next stream I'm going to whistle a lot. It's going to be great. And then number four, it is Galactic Human's birthday. Woo! That's number four. All right, that's four things you need to know about what's going on. And now you should know. Now you should be. You're all caught up now. You understand, right? I'm pretty sure you understand entirely right now, and you no further explanation, because that was just a perfect explanation with absolutely no flaws whatsoever. And that's really how I feel about life in general, and all of time and all of space, because I just need to put words. Like, you have to understand, I'm like ChatGPT right now. I'm just shoving words out of my mouth in ways that are approximating human speech because that's the parameters I've been given, right? So, like, there's going to be meaning in there, and you're going to see meaning in there, because, obviously I'm not going to say random stuff because it makes more sense. I could just say car, door, car, thing, random thing, and it'd just be boring. But, there's definitely going to be an element of just untrustworthiness to anything I say, because it's just all no filter, go. Anyway, Turk's talking. Actually, actually puts Cold Between 4 and 5, Final Fantasy ranking, still ranking the Fan of Thieves, and yes, it did work. You know what's going on. That's great. That's wonderful. That's beautiful. That's perfect. I've never heard better words in my life, except for someone telling me that maybe I don't actually have to do the MP. That would be beautiful. I would imagine just being like, hey, the MPs don't exist anymore. That would be cool. Anyway, unfortunately, I will always do the MP because pride. Anyway, where was I going? Knowledge beamed the stream into knowledge beamed the stream into your head. No. I'm beaming my knowledge beamed from my head into the stream. You got to get that in the right order. It's important because otherwise the whole algorithm will fall apart later. And that's about how every MP goes here. Anyway, fun times, all of the fun times. Man, you love being CS? Maybe no. The answer is no, but it's actually really fun. I'm exaggerating. I love exaggerating because I'm playing to an audience because I know I actually have Shari here, so Shari will know what I'm talking about. It's fun. I get to play to an audience, and I don't get to do that very often because I don't always have an audience. And also, I'm not always talking my own minute. And also some other things. Anyway. Oh, God. I need more water. I need more water. I'm running out of water. We have a full hour to go because I'm going till midnight. I need water. But I have so little of it. I've been rationing out 1 bottle of water for this entire stream. And I'm terrified of what happens when I run out. And oh God, the truck is slowing down for some reason. Come on, go. Oh, true. I'm gonna stay here for a bit because we're not grinding that fast, and we probably should get at least 10,000, or well, I don't know. I guess it depends. I need to talk to my mom. I need to talk to my mother about when I'm getting home for Thanksgiving break because maybe we could. Oh, I missed all those rings. No, look at them there, not collected, fool. All right, see, we're at 18,000 total rings. We get around 300 every time we play the level. Anyway, where is I need to talk to my mother to see exactly what time we get home because we might get home earlier on Friday, and if we get home earlier on Friday, then that means that I could maybe squeeze something in with Galaxy Wolf, and then we would only have to do 2 streams of this stupid nonsense instead of the 3, or I could just stop some of the streams early. It's always possible because it's always possible. Something musical. It's a musical. Oh, songs. See, if I just add in random reference songs, anyone who gets the reference will be like, oh, wow, reference. And I also don't have to think of anything more creative in that to fill that space of time because, oh my gosh, there's so much space to fill. Wait, are you in the dorms right now? Your poor roommate right now. Oh, yeah, my roommate's here. Hey, roommate, how are you feeling about me yelling? Are you okay? Are you sorry about this. I have to keep talking. You're waving, but can you say some words about exactly how you feel about me? I'll whisper. You say some things about how you feel about me yelling. I can't stop talking. They said mwah. If you did hear them, she said mwah. So that's your final answer. Mwah. Anyway, so that's how the roommate feels. I'm more worried about the fact that I get a noise complaint from the other people. My roommate's very accommodating, right? He's very accommodating of my needs. She does, I do the live stream every Friday, and usually it's not this loud, but yes. But she's very accommodating. I'm more worried about the people next door and getting like a letter from the RA. But you know what? If there's ever been a time to do it, for the meme is the time to do it. And that's what I always say. You gotta do it for the meme. So yeah, that's the answer to your question. That's the answer. Anyway, so Merry Christmas. Anyway, it's Thanksgiving. It's almost Thanksgiving. I don't know how many people celebrate Thanksgiving, but it's almost Thanksgiving. That basically means you get to go home, and that's really nice. I mean, we call it fall break here, but then over at where my sister Naomi goes to a boarding high school, and over there they have another break called fall break between Thanksgiving and the beginning of the semester. That's more centered on the middle of the semester, which is such a good idea, but also makes me incredibly jealous because wouldn't that be so nice? Like having an actual break, a week break, like spring break, at the actual middle of the thing instead of this Thanksgiving break that's so off center. Wouldn't that be amazing? And I'd feel so much better. And but nope, it doesn't exist now. It's only in my sister's boarding high school, so it's gonna be. Is Turkey killing time? I mean, Turkey usually comes on because Turkey likes talking about his niche interests in a place where I'll talk about them. I don't know a lot about Persona and other things, but I'll talk about it with him because I want to be respectful of the chat mates and stuff. And so Turkey comes along for some chit chat, usually because they want to talk about something like this. And now that Galaxy Wolf my mind actually also knows about Persona, that also helps. That probably also helps. So Turk's not killing time because you don't have to kill time. You don't have to say anything in chat. And several times, when I'm not as talkative, chat will just fall silent for large things. But yeah. Oh, you're here! That's Naomi! Hi, Mark! They called Mark, but hi. Yes. It wasn't there until this year. It's true, because I went to that same boarding high school, and I wasn't there until now, and now it is, and I am so much of the jealous. No, turkey as in Thanksgiving. It's turkey killing time. It's time to kill turkey, not turkey the person killing time. Oh, it's you know how easy that is to get confused because English sucks. English is a terrible language. I hate that it's the only one I know. It's all I know. Organa is a demi boy. That's good to know. Write that down, folks. Put it in the books in the books. But also a cat, right? Write that down. We're gonna specify as male. Well, I mean, you know what? I'm just gonna. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Ever. I'm always confused. I'll look it up. I'll look up the terms later, and we'll see what that, and we'll see how it goes. I'll just look up the terms later on my own time, and then we'll see. I'll think. Anyway, good times, wonderful times, good times, good times. Anyway, I love that cat. Beautiful, beautiful cat. See, I could prevent an argument from breaking out if I just specify that Morgana is in fact a cat, and then everyone will yell at me before a blowout happens in chat, which is just terrifying. Going to happen in any second, and I wouldn't normally admit that, but I have to because I just have to keep talking. Oh ha 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 ha! Oh, I'm so. Yeah, I'm glad to kill a turkey. I don't actually like turkey that much. Oh shoot! I mean, I love smart_turkey. I don't like turkey I don't like bird meat that much. I'm much more a fan of like I love cow, I love steak, I love lamb. That kind of like. I'm not much of a bird meat guy. I don't eat a lot of birds. It's very sad. But yeah, so yeah. All right, dinner break over, back to work. See you, man. Go up to your stream. Good luck, Sharia. Also, you're eating dinner this late? I am really jealous. I would eat this dinner this late so much more often if the dining hall didn't close super early. Goodbye, Sharia, and have a good luck on your MP. It was absolutely wonderful to ramble at you. I know, all right, so Turk's thing, I know there's like someone on the male part of the room, but isn't full, and also like he there. You know what, I kind of have like a fuzzy idea of what Demi Boy is, but I haven't actually looked, I don't actually know off the top of my head, so I don't, alright, if you guys just, well, you know what, I don't want to be pretty people, I'm nervous. You can see I'll be nervous and it's gonna become. Don't become confrontational about it, guys, in the chat. All right, that's the one thing. Don't become confrontational about it. Anyway, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, Sonic. I wasn't. Sharia left, and then I didn't have anything to talk about. Well, I guess that's a bit of a weird thing. I mean, we're in hour 3. Like we're officially past the 2/3 mark. That's nice. I mean, this has been. I have to say, on the experience side of this has been a hell of a stream. It's just been a complete. On the one hand, it's been a complete and utter clusterfuck. But on the other hand, the Whistle Concerto. I'm not gonna make the Whistle Concerto non-stop. Like I'll commit to like not speaking. I might allow myself to like a little Muppet, but like I just need like the Whistle Concerto needs to be more chill because I originally planned for this to be the chill one, but then I was like, oh, I want to announce that I'm gonna do it in front of the D&D group, and so I said, oh, tomorrow, so that they always remembered. Anyway, Intercession info is out now. Oh, I love Intercession. That's great. Oh, Neil, we've been talking about a bunch of things. If you read up in chat, we have like a bunch of questions. I have a question. Yeah, I know someone is still something you type for yourself. Not really a good thing to pull in with those who specify otherwise. Oh, great, wonderful. We're having an argument about whether or not you can headcanon fictional characters. I don't know. Anyway, I'm just gonna be neutral. Naomi, my beautiful, wonderful now. That's what I call Naomi. How are you doing? Do you want to talk? We're talking about Persona 5. Anything you want to talk about? No spoilers though. You know how it is. How you doing, Naomi? Have you been here the whole time and just been lurking, or like have you just popped in? And what are you doing for Intercession? Because I loved Intercession. Intercession was so great. Like they were kind of hit and miss, but like when it hit, and like. Oh, it was really fun. We did like a level. We did like one where I think still my favorite is the physics of time travel, where we just go over real life physics and how they could theoretically apply to time travel. And it was so fun. It was just the funnest, the bestest, the most fun ever. It is so. It was just really nice because what Intercession is it's just a week where you get to learn whatever the heck you want. Like people set up to like go to workshops and you have to do it. But you're just like a week where you just gotta do like a random workshop, and it's so good. It's just so fun. Everyone should do it. Intercession was the best. It was great. It broke in this new semester. It was low stress, and it was just learning. It was unfettered learning, and it could be about silly things. And then my first one, we did something called like the Desolate Wasteland, which was talking about iSchool and TV. And like you rank the ones because it's limited availability, and it's so fun. And yeah, I love Intercession, right? Intercession it's just always been an amazing. It's just always been an interesting thing It looks like things are resolving, I think, in the discussion. But anyway, how are you doing? Yeah. Oh, Naomi, do you know the gimmick? The gimmick is that I can't stop talking. So like you have to. What's the word? Naomi? Just talk over me. Just write stuff down. Just like you don't have to say anything, except I would really like to know if you've been here the whole time, or if you're just in. So I can know what to expect out of the future. But you have to understand the whole gimmick of the stream is that I'm not going to stop talking. So I'm never going to stop talking. It's just interject, just throw stuff out there, just put things in, just send anything, please, anything, please. I love you, Naomi. I see. Yeah, welcome to this. I miss you. I miss doing Octopath, and I miss doing the Triangle Strategy. And I miss doing the Persona and talking about those characters. They're so fun and it's just I love you, Naomi. It's good. It's been a good time. It's the most outpouring of emotion I ever do. And it's on the stupid Sonic Adventure 2 stream because turns out you get a little loopy when you play this game for too long. And also, don't ever stop talking. And oh yeah. Anyway, just popped in like 10 minutes ago, so you missed all of. Oh, I've been telling. So they've been talking about Persona, and so I've been like interjecting with stories about the time we did Persona stuff, but non-spoilery. So I just haven't been able to say anything. They're talking about Crow. Crow's the person, I think. Crow's the person that. That's where the gay is, you know. Anyway, it was great. It's wonderful. It's just great to see you. And oh yeah, I was hoping you'd pop in because we've been. I'm not gonna lie, I've been rambling a little bit about you. Sorry, I just like off. I kind of like the boat. So now oh yeah, nope, not right. I forgot. I'm neutral on that. Anyway, what's going on? I think it's a good time. I think it's a good time. I love Crow is the one that like we were like I think is Crow's the one where like we were throwing the rest of the Phantom Thieves under the bus because we just wanted to preserve the ship. We were like something would happen and then Crow would get annoyed at us and we'd be like, we have no association with this. Like we just suggest that like the main Phantom Thieves person just like completely break with the group just to preserve like the good rapport we had with Crow. That's who Crow is, right? Oh, that was so much fun. Oh, I love that. That was so fun. Oh, I love Crow. Crow is great. Crow is life. Crow is Shrek. Crow is all of the things that is good in this world. And he is priority number 10. Our priorities as Naomi and our priorities are always in the correct order. Yes, that's right. Oh, that was the best of times and still the best of times. I don't care literary references. We're just the best of times. And there's nothing you could do about it. Take that, cities. Twin Cities, the baseball. Anyway, another person to ask. Oh yeah. I should not provide my own perspective, but I have to. I would like to say that a lot of people are headcanon being LGBT stuff is a comfort thing for a lot of people, and I understand why they would want to do it and stuff, even if it might not necessarily run with canon. Anyway, that's just a little thought. I just have to add it in. But it's I don't have Anyway, sorry, I just can't stop myself. Anyway, I'm diverting. What was I talking about? It's probably not a big deal. Probably nothing's a big deal. Nothing is worth getting angry and chatting about. That's the moral of the story today. And holy smokes! I mean, I'm used to stuff getting in my way, but I'm not used to stuff despawning. That was crazy. It's like a glitch and stuff. Woo-hoo-hoo. Anyway, you have any thoughts? What's happened in... Oh, shoot. I can't ask you about what's happened in Persona 5 because that's spoilers. I just have to ask, is Crow doing all right? That's all I have to ask. Is anything... is the ship still alive? Is it still alive? Are we still possible? Like, is it still... Have we managed to maintain ship? Have we managed to... That's the most important thing. Have we managed to maintain the ship? That's always the most important thing today, now and forever. Did we do it? Did we manage to maintain ship? This is so important. Oh, I got my rings. Rings. And is that important? Is that important? Is that important? Is that important? Is Crow doing okay? I mean, I know like Crow's a fictional character, but is he doing all right? Is he having a good life? Is he living the high life? Is he living the die life? Is he having a good? Is he having?
Too
Is he?
easy.
Is he?
Piece of
Is he?
cake.
Is he? 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 That's a name. Izzy. It's like a
Select
person.
fun
There's
stage.
an NPC in our campaign named Izzy. It's like it's like a shortening of like a name for like a star. I'm going back to the Green Hill. Anyway, actually, yeah, it's if you accept bad ending, then yes, it could happen. What do you mean bad ending? Because what do you mean bad ending? Wait. I don't know. Oh, that's good. Sorry, not good. Sometimes I get jittery. No, that's fair. That's fair. I mean, we all get a little bit. We all for irrational things. I know I do it sometimes too. I mean, sometimes you had a bad day, and like stuff's been piling up, and you just get mad and weirdly spiteful, and like logically that you're gonna be really annoyed with yourself for whatever spiteful thing you're trying to do, and then you do it anyway, and you feel terrible, and then you convince yourself that you're a bad person. Anyway, that was a good. Let's not talk anymore. You know what? I have to keep talking. I've trapped myself. I trapped myself in a box. I cannot escape. Hey, this is green. Dude, oh, stop talking about Crow. Very spoilers. But I love Crow. Crow's the best. Fine. We won't talk about Crow. All the joy of my life is sucked out. Anyway, what was I talking about? Nothing, because there's Raven, right? Here, is there anyone named Raven that we can talk about? The Ravens or anything? That's the thing. I need. Oh God, I'm running out of. Can I just jump there? Boom, go. No, it's not working. Oh, it worked. We did it. I wasn't worth it because we missed out on rings, but like it was fun to do, and that's what matters. And that's what matters. There's something, and it's gonna win. And that's newsies. Anyway, you know what? Have you ever thought that maybe this might have been a bad idea? No. Anyway, I'm drinking water. That's when I drink water, because I have to talk while I'm drinking water. I've almost choked 3 times, but I haven't choked yet.
Too easy.
Except of my own
Piece of
saliva,
cake.
because like I'll like take a breath and like I'll feel how dry my throat is,
Fun
and it'll choke me. I'm changing my stance while it's cool. I got stuff that far down myself, so I'm kind of out of it tonight. That's fair. It's fair. I mean, you're kind of out of it tonight. Have you heard me? I'm going literally nutsos, and that's okay. Sometimes you just gotta have an out of it time, and that's what the time is. The time is right. For Intercession, there's one where we play video games that have some historical basis as the way it represents history. Holy smokes! Everything is better now. I'm barely even saying words, it's just noises. I would have loved that Intercession. I loved video games and history, and oh god damn it, even the intercessions have improved. Gosh dang it, I am overfilled with jealousy. Holy smokes! Like looking at like the historical context of video, that's so cool. That's what intercession can do for you, making everyone jealous Wednesday, and even myself. Intercession. I'm taking over the universe. I'm taking over you. I'm taking your TV. I'm glitching it. They call me the glitch. You know why they call me the glitch? Because I glitch your TV out. That's from fandoms. I remember that. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah. Oh, I can't believe that. I mean, I had some good intercessions, and I'm really glad I took them. But like, holy smokes, that would have been the bomb. That would have been amazing. I am so probably playing the new Assassin's Creed. Never mind. It sounds terrible. I'm joking. Obviously, that's a jib, a jape, as they say. I'm just as Papyrus would say, it's a little bit of a jape. Anyway, I'm just making fun. Still no. Even actual historical context. I thought you were talking about the history of video games, like you'd play like an old retro game and talk about how it influenced the genre. You're talking about like going into Assassin's Creed and actually looking at the actual history. We are not the same. Well, you know what? That's still really cool. That actually is still really cool, but I feel a little bit better about not being there for that. Your session is 2 weeks. Oh, come on! How does everything? Look, I'm not gonna lie. I often feel a bit bad because I think some of the culture is degraded at EMSA, and I think I look back at it and I do like wonder. Because I remember I really liked the community, and like I get sad about some stuff that's changed because I'm like sad, and I think it's sad because I liked how it was in the old days. But also, it's really good that I also have a lot of things I'm sad have changed because I didn't get to be there for the change. Man, you know what they changed when I was there? They changed the logo, and now it's worse. But no, you're getting like longer intercessions and an extra break, and holy smokes, the jealous. Granted, you're also not getting cooked food, so like that. I suppose that might be a factor in things, right? Like. I mean, all my food was not spoiled. See, a fun story over at my sister's school. The kitchens, the cafeteria food reached a whole new level when they literally served, like spoiled milk, and I think raw chicken? And they didn't get fired. It was great. It was terrible. It was great.
Yes.
You say that planet, I'm taking it too. That's another quote. Mark Tack is saying yes, but it's been so far behind, I have no idea what we're talking about. All right, friends, really into Greek mythology. History is cool. I do think history is really cool. Mark says, I can't wait lunch to a band always holds over. Oh my god, that sucks. That is sad. That is a bad thing, but that's not really IMSA specific. That wouldn't be a problem for me because I quit band. Sorry, everyone. Everyone's sad, I know, but I liked band, but like it was taking up a lot of time and a lot of energy that like I really wanted to devote to other things, and I honestly wish I had not done band at all at IMSA because there's some really cool art classes, but because it's IMSA and it's all math and science, you only have to take one, and band is the one that I took, and I feel sad because there were some really cool opportunities I think I missed out on. Also, COVID in 2020 also, so like, you know, that sucked, right? Because it's like this whole special experience kind of thing, and I only got like 1.5 of it, and that always made me sad. Anyway, but that's okay. That's okay. I just like that. You know the mural that was in the lunchroom was painted over. That happened during like the 2020 when I was there. Oh, so that like helps you. That's interesting. So that I knew about that. That had already happened. That's a thing that had gone on. That's not new news. It sucks. It's terrible news, but like, it's not new news. Oh, no, we didn't have the magnet room. Here's another way to get the magnet room, but I just not doing it this time. I don't have the times. We just gotta keep going. I'm getting better at Green Hill Zone. That's good. That's a good skill to have. Just write that down. But yeah, the mural that was in the lunchroom. Yeah, I heard and I remember because people were pissed because that was gifted by alumni to the school. Like people were real mad about it. I remember when it happened. I never went back to the school to see it, but people like posted images and talked about it. Oh gee, that is unacceptable. Why? Oh yeah. Actually, I don't know what you're saying is unacceptable. Yeah, I do think that even if you don't know the context, painting over alumni gift murals is bad. Look, I am jealous of some of the changes Naomi's talked about, but also, look, I love IMSA, and there are so many great things and amazing things and opportunities about it that make it a special place, but it's got its problems, and like it's got its problems within administration like any other school district, and like we had complaints, and especially since, oh, you should have been there. The reason I didn't get to come back in 2020 is because so like we were supposed to come back for a little bit at the end of 2021 to finish out our senior year on campus, and then the president announced that we wouldn't get to. Why wouldn't we get to? Because they refused to because the school district did not want to put in the right safety things that the RC Union, which had just been created that year, had asked for. And so the RC Union was like, we're not going in without the proper air filtration. And then they did a mass email where they like made themselves look really shitty, where they blamed the union for no one getting to come back to campus. And it was so embarrassing, and it was the worst. And it turned like mom liked the president of the school until that moment. Like that was I think that was a miscalculation of the family because it just did not look good. And after that, the president of the school, Dr. Torres is his name, kind of became a little bit of a friar. Like there had been some complaints earlier, but like that was not cool. And then it was not a great time. And then he left, and I think got a massive severance package because that's how things are here in America. Anyway, look, I love Instant, but there were problems. Sonic Anime Classic designs are great. They are great. I assume you mean just the designs in Classic. I don't know about the actual Classic designs as specified in Generations. Why would you paint something like that and make it blank white like that? Because admin, right? Like, oh god, like, I mean,
Piece of cake.
I mean, I was in shock when I was disappointed in that. I remember I was in actual shock when the union, when they refused to comply with the safety request and then blamed the newly formed union about it. That was like, I think the moment where I think a lot of people, including myself, lost like a lot of faith in the administration there. So all of that to say is that I knew about that happened. I didn't see it myself, but it was talked about back when we were in remote learning, and it sucks. It sucks. It's a good meal. I guess I can't say it's a good meal. It was a good meal. Oh god, that sucks. That sucks. So Sonic 3, Sonic has 3 cores and is still at Echo as much as 3 points. They're both of the same palette: white, yellow, blue, and peach or tan. Sonic uses blue and tan as his main color. Right. Oh, you're talking about from a design standpoint. Oh, that's right. I mean, Sonic characters I do think are well designed generally. I remember I sent Galaxy. So I gotta itch my eye for a little bit. I sent Galaxy a video talking about how Shadow's character is aesthetically good design, even if we might have some reservations about the writing. Aesthetically speaking, yeah. What is the reason? What do you mean? What is the reason? What is the reason for what? It's probably one of those things where I think I said the reason. The way the drawing handles that like water back there is always interesting. So my eye is really itchy. My eye is just so itchy. Anyway, I don't know what you're saying. What is the reason to? It might have been something that I said, but like it was super fast, so it was hard to hear. Yeah. So with white for his gloves is, what is the reason for painting it over? I don't think anyone knew. I don't think anyone understood. I mean, why over here did they decide to take the beloved hangout space, the undergraduate library, and fill it with a bunch of rare books? And fill it with a bunch of rare books that even though everyone really liked that hangout spot, was really annoyed that it was being closed off to the public for something that the building didn't even seem super well suited to do. Why did my current college do that? And the answer is, who knows? Stupid administration stuff. That maybe look, maybe it's just because I'm tired and stuff, but I don't think I deserve to. I do deserve it. I don't think they deserve the consideration to assume there was any rationality. The mural, yeah, I don't know. I never learned. They talked about it. I don't know. I don't think it was ever talked. I don't think there was ever a reason. It was just something they did, I guess. It's one of those things that just happens, and it's just like the complete injustice in the world. But of course, obviously, this is a random thing, right? It's a random thing, and it was. I mean, I love. It's hard because I have so many good memories of that school, and I love it. But God, there were problems, and so they did it at the sisters' high school too. They're at Canewood, right over the class of 07, and they're about to do for 08. They need more space for more years. They're doing it at Canewood too. What the fuck is going on? And no one talks about why. No one knows. Oh, at least there's an explanation for the great. Hey guys. Hey guys, remember we were talking about how like we painted over something beautiful? It's not just my disconnected high school, and yours too. Holy smokes, half an hour left. Okay, hold yourself together, Philip. Holy smokes, the emotions, the drama, the emotions. It is a shame Polytrip had to go out because man, oh man, are we devolving digital right now. Eddie use black, not white, minus red for the shirts, black for his pants, and yellow for his weird cape and his tan scope. He only uses blue for his glasses. I'm just going to assume that's designs for them too. I can't focus on the design of Sonic characters because like both of my high schools have just ruthlessly and corporistically destroyed like really beautiful murals. Those like year murals are beautiful. They're beautiful. I remember seeing them before I even went to high school because my mom worked a lot with the district. It's just they just can't have beauty in the world anymore. And it's just, I mean, okay, I shouldn't say that. Okay, obviously it's easy to focus on the negative. There's probably tons of beauty somewhere else, and obviously there are much worse things going on in the world right now. And maybe it's selfish. Maybe it's selfish to be so much in anguish over this, but I knew about the IMSA thing. I already knew about it. I had time to do with it. But this, it's like, oh yeah, well, just throw some salt in the wound. Like, salt, man. Why is everyone painting over murals? I don't know. I don't know why people are painting over murals. Andy has a brown mustache. It not sharing his palette for Sonic. I don't know why people are painting over murals. I can't even pronounce mural anymore.
Piece of cake.
Is it like, I mean, at least Kane was painting murals so they could draw more murals over it. That's stupid, because there's so many walls in that school. Like, unless every wall is covered with murals, and it's not, they should keep it up. That should be, the whole point is you put up the mural and it's up for like, okay, I mean, obviously, I know that there's like some value in the ephemerality of things, but I don't think the murals are really the place for that. Why is this a thing? At least they have a reason for Caitlin, even though it's the shittiest reason I've ever heard. It's just, how can you be? Sometimes I wonder, like, and I know it has to do with the fact that the system is completely broken, and that's probably why everything goes off like this. But sometimes I just, even though I know cynically everything's corrupted and terrible, I still have to ask how a decision could possibly be made when it is so obviously the wrong one. And like, and like, obviously there are serious things that are going on that I have my own opinions on that I'm not going to comment on in this on the live stream. But like, it's just that feeling when you just look at it and you're just like, how in the world could this possibly be going on? Like who thinks this is actually a good idea? And it's creepy. Caitlin had an agreement that the hallway was the only hallway they allowed for murals. Oh, right, because I'm sure Caitlin. Oh, I'm guessing it's an agreement with the students, because the students wanted to create a murals, and then Caitlin couldn't think of a good reason to deny them, but they also still hated fun, so they were like, contain it to this hallway, and now they're wiping over the murals. That makes total fucking sense for them, actually. I see all of the reasoning now. My third eye's open, and it's terrible. Anyway, something you'll be drawn to. Something you'll be drawn to with Sonic is his stubby and slightly skinny limbs. While Eggman's most striking feature is that he is large and bulky. They are similar and different in design. That's interesting, because I think that's interesting. Give me a second. We're going to have a bit of distraction. I'll actually focus on something Turk says. Give me a second. Okay, that's supposed to be a... Okay, I just heard myself. That was supposed to be a shortening of second. Whoops. Anyway, because, like, you're talking about how it's so striking, how it has, like, these stubby and skinny limbs. Look at these guys. These, I mean, I know it's, like, thicker than Sonic's wings, but, like, compared to his body, these are, like, thin wings. I think they're thin limbs, at least. I think that they're thin limbs. Yeah, but there's similarity in palette. Like, everyone has separate colors. Yes, that's good design things. Anyway, yeah, that's just, like, of course, that would be the reason, right? Like, the students wanted to make murals. Caitlin's like, fine, but contain it to these walls. And then, and so they're wiping over the old ones to make, that's just, I'm sad now. I'm sad. I'm less confused, but I'm sad. And that's, I mean, I'm glad to know. I mean, at least it is, I mean, it's just sometimes, I mean, at least there'll be more murals. Like, the IMSA mural was just completely destroyed for no reason. It wasn't like it's one of like a thing where the mural always gets replaced. It was a one-of-a-kind thing that, like, people loved, and it's massively disrespectful to do that one. And I just want there to be good things in the world. And I know, like, my contribution to that may be the dumbest thing ever, where I just ramble on for 3 hours. But at the very least, I like to think I'm adding more beauty into the world than all of this mural destruction. And if I could at least do that, then I think we've done something right here this day. We haven't really done anything this day. We played a lot. But no, we did do something. We wasted time. We wasted some of this finite time we have, because there's nothing else you can do with time. And the only thing to do with time is to waste it in ways that are satisfying, and I am proud to have done that today. Is this profound? Is this stupid? I can't tell anymore. I'm saying something, and their words are coming out of my mouth. Oh, what has happened there? Anyway, onto the rocket. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, goodness. What a way to end it. I mean, holy smokes. Mom said it's disturbing for every person who hears about it. Right? Of course it is. Of course it is. Of course. You should decide I didn't want to connect to the internet on my iPad. So I'm on my phone now. I'm on low battery. Of course it is. I don't know if they're talking about the IMSA mural or I don't know which mural they're talking about. Of course it's disturbing to everyone who hears it. Because these are things that are beauty that are supposed to mean something, and it's just wiped away. So it feels so callous and corporate to hear about it. And I can understand why. Of course, I feel disturbed. Right? It's not even just anger or sadness. It's like a disturbance of the fact that that can be overwritten. It is. It does feel disturbed.
No problem.
I'm really sorry for bringing down your birthday, Galactic Cooper. Really, I am very sorry, but I did not mean for this to happen. But this is, I guess, this is happening. It's just how it is. Let's hear some more facts from Turkey. Sonic having expressive eyes. Well, you can't see Eggman eyes. Eggman's mustache. And Sonic's clothes having 3 points. And like expressiveness is good because expressiveness, people relate to people with expressiveness. It actually makes me interesting. So I read a webcomic called Irma sometimes, which is like just like a cute webcomic about like little ghost girl, and then they do crossovers with other. They do little fan art crossover images with other properties sometime, and one of them was called Ruby Gloom, and I was like, oh, so that's how I learned about Ruby Gloom, right? And so it turns out to be like an old Canadian TV show that was pretty interesting. It's a children's Canadian TV show. It's around and it's fun. It has a bit of a gothic presence, but apparently the original version of, but I delved deeper and I found that the original version of Ruby Gloom is actually that was promoted to that was basically a hot topic. I think I'm not sure if it was at that topic, but it was just promoted to sell different clothes. But the tagline for that was it was leading into this idea but it was leading into this idea of Ruby Gloom being someone who didn't express it, so had just a constant frown on their face and were just lived down there in a mansion. But the contrast is that they would tell you that she was happy, and so the idea was that you can be happy even if it's in this very kind of macabre looking way. And I know it's just a marketing for you to get you to be hey, you can be happy and wear these clothes. But I always thought that that was a really cool kind of interesting thing, and I was really sad that after I learned about it that the cartoon didn't really go with that. Ruby Gloom was pretty smiley. She's still happy, but she doesn't have that kind of happiness despite her expression, which was kind of which obviously it wasn't what drew me to in the first place because I heard about the cartoon first, but it's just such an idea that I feel sad that it wasn't capitalized. And if I next time I do D&D, that's definitely probably going to be the concept to do my character about. We'll just say that humans naturally like expressive things, and so we view it as good. And so I think that's interesting. That's an interesting conception, interesting assumption that a lot of humans make. Anyway, give me a second. I gotta gulp some more.
No problem.
Okay. Mom wants you to write a bad Yelp review. I'll honestly consider it, right? What else am I doing? I might as well. It doesn't have to be long. I'm not sure that it'll do anything. Sorry about the stories I had a sinus thing. It's flu and cold season, and it's COVID now, I guess. So make sure to. Oh, I forgot to get my COVID. Fuck. I forgot my shots. Shit. I will see if those are still open. Hopefully the clinics are still open. Shoot. Now, to mention my wife's falling apart a little bit. Anyway. So what was I? Oh yeah. I'm not sure if they care about a Yelp rule, but I'll think about it. How Eggman is 7 foot tall. Phonic is 3.3. Oh yeah, that's good. More kind of thing. Speaking of small heights, the amount of times I have sent this to someone shorter than Olaf is ridiculous. People have been making fun of you for being short. Right, because you're short. Alright, that's good to know. Wait a second. You're still taller than Mom, right? Just want to make sure about that. Just need to clarify that on stream in public. You are still taller than Mom, right? Just want to make sure about that. Anyway, it's not even raised by natural thing. There's a couple higher ups who thought that the wall would look better blank, so they just did it. That's the kind of thing, right? That's more like if it was a natural disaster, that would be a tragedy. I'm used to the ephemerality. That's natural ephemerality. I'm not saying that word right. It basically means that stuff doesn't last forever. But like that's a natural thing, and I understand that. And like I get somewhat sad about that, but it doesn't give like the same kind of disturbance as like people just deliberately just like wiping it away, right? Like it definitely has more of a disturbing value. It's like a small like a critter and has a rebellious energy, and energy is huge given to look down at it, and it's balding and obviously old. Yeah, I mean they're definitely. I'm sure you'd love. I think it's called Serious Lore Analysis, which is like a short little video about looking to kind of like taking it's a very fairly comedic video, but it's also looking into some of the themes of Sonic. It's pretty fun. I think I haven't watched in a while.
No problem.
Is Mario or Sonic shorter? I don't know. I honestly don't know. Marcus, I am taller like 2.5 inches. That's right. Naomi is taller than everyone's taller than Mom. I mean, I don't think the answer of who is Mario or Sonic shorter. Well, Mario is the male form of Maria. Maria is my mother, so Mario is clearly shorter. So I'm glad I cleared that out. Depending on the version of the character, I'd say almost always Sonic is shorter than Mario. Well, I say that it's not that for my ironclad reasoning I said already. And so you're going to have to deal. You're just have to deal with the crushing weight of being wrong. Just 100% wrong. Hey, I have a question. Naomi, I know it happened because I was talking about it, right? I'm guessing Mom's with you, and then we were talking about the incident, which I already knew about. Now I'm guessing Mom mentioned it. Mom's probably watching, as I call her, really short. And I know Mom was mentioning that. Mom was mentioning that it's a. I'm guessing Mom is the one that's been telling you about the murals, or is that just something you knew about and like it was on your mind? I don't know why. That's not even like a question I need the answer to, but I don't know. I just thought I'd ask. Oh, we're almost done. We're like less than half an hour. Filler words. While I wait for a response from me. I love it. It's been a great talking to you, It's a good time. I don't say that I love my family enough, and now it sounds like there's like a sad reason for me saying that, but the answer is actually Sonic Adventure 2. So that's the emotional power of Sonic Adventure 2. Write that down. Oh god, the congestion's getting worse. That's the word of the day. Or is it just I guess if is it or because like the M sound is the M and the sound is the U. You get the idea. Is your mom under 3'3"? I mean basically, right? No, I don't think my mom is under 3'3". I actually do know people that are shorter than my mom, because that's one of my mom's friends. But they're actually they're actors, and they're pretty neat. Anyway, the point is, I think one of like the son of my mom's friend, because the son of my mom's friend who is shorter than Mom was often like an actor because they look younger than they are, so that's really valuable in an actor, obviously, because no one wants to actually deal with child actors. Yeah, Wonder on stream over the summer. If you even do it called if you want, I appreciate the offer, but I think I am moving until I consistently do it. In the idea of trying to tie myself down to specific dates as little as possible, I'm probably, except for the Breath of the Wild thing, which I would like to try and do again this summer. Except for Breath of the Wild, continuing our Breath of the Wild thing, I'm gonna pretty much stray away from until it's not a scheduling thing. I'm straying away from doing stuff like Switch games. I would love to play some Mario Wonder with you, just not on stream. Because I don't want the pressure of having. I mean, look, Sonic Adventure 2 has kind of sucked, right? But I mean, okay, no, that's not fair. There's been a lot of really good things about this game as well, and one of those good things is just that it's very nice to be able to just do 100% and hold to it. We're kind of running into some schedule restraints because of the multiplayer thing, right? So like there's a little bit, but by and large, we were able to do what we wanted, and like I could do a massive 36 stream long thing, and I like having that freedom, so I probably won't do any Switch games until like I have a more permanent life thing, like a job and stuff. Alright, so sadly so much shorter than Sonic. I might be off by the heights, but my points still stand. Yeah, so maybe Mom's friend might be under 3-3. I'm actually, that might be possible. Turks are leaving. Better be back in 20 minutes, because that's all there left. We only have 20 more minutes of this stuff left. Woo, woo, woo! Alright, you know what we should do for the last 20 minutes? Let's do Final Rush. That's a Sonic level. Let's do Final Rush. While trying to talk without ever pausing. And yeah, well, yeah, I think that combines well with Final Rush, right? Everyone give assenting opinions. It doesn't matter. I'm doing it. But like, I like to hear you all be like, yeah. Everyone say, yeah, Final Rush. Yeah, Final Rush. See, thanks guys. Thanks for saying that. That wasn't me in an echo. That was stupid. Because all of my ideas that I come up with when I'm not actually. Turns out if you don't think about your ideas, they're not very good. So that's a valuable life lesson to learn today. Oh boy, it's Final Rush time. It is. That's true. That's what we're doing. I have to say, for as much as I hated Final Rush, I like it. I am glad that I have gotten to a place where I can enjoy this level, kind of. In fact, I'm now going to ruin it for myself again, because there's absolutely no way I can actually focus and do anything but mess this up. But anyway, what I was saying is I am very glad that I actually like got to like enjoy Final Rush, because Final Rush is fun. I like Final Rush. Like, now there's the mass. Would it be more fun if this game knew anything about how to do anything about it? Why is it this camera angle? I can't. Oh, we could do it. We could do it. We could do it. Nope, we are dead. Now, would it be better? Would Final Rush be a better level if it was actually if the rails worked in a decent manner? Yes. Anyway, that was a dramatic pause. I'm allowed to do those. Oh, great. Wonderful. I bounced off and didn't get the goodies, so now we're doing this. Wonderful. Good times. Good times. Anyway, I still like Final Rush because, again, even though the rails of this game are really finicky, they are really fun when you can actually do them right. And I do like the rails. I hate the rails. The rails suck. I wish. Don't watch standard-based gaming for Kaylin after this year. Is it still going on at IMSA? Because I know IMSA was also testing it out. IMSA was obviously doing it better, I remember. It was going over better at IMSA, because I think we were more open to experimental learning styles at, the smart person school. And also because I imagine it was implemented smarter at the smart person school. Anyway, the Thunder uses the wrong Sonic art. No soap shoes. I don't think there's such a thing as wrong Sonic art. Just different Sonic art. What do you mean? What are the soap shoes? You know what? Actually, I decided I don't want to know. We're just gonna let that go. We're just gonna let that one slide. We're just not gonna know what the soap shoes are. Anyway, what were we talking about? Come on. You just have to keep it up we just have to. The worst of it's past. I feel way more lucid than I was earlier. I mean, like, the worst of it is over. We could do this. We could absolutely do this. We could. Oh, that was a little bit of a pause. It doesn't count. It was not dramatic, but it's just trying to. We could do this. It's just less than 20 minutes. Just less than 20 minutes. Come on, Phil. You can do it. You can do it if you just keep going. It's just a little more. And I could do this. Oh man, it's been so long since I've been able to do this. Oh, all right. Wait. I'll do it. I've been able to do this. Oh yeah, that's cool. I love doing that. It's a cool thing about this level. That's just like, oh, I missed the golden robot. Okay, well that's fine. We don't have to care about points this time. So it's jump. I love magnet shields. Boom, shakalaka. Oh no. Oh, thank God I tricked it into doing something stupid. Boom, shakalaka. Down. This is the wrong way, I think, but it's okay. It's fine. It's okay. We just it's gotta be alright. Okay, so, we are almost, we gotta, I just love doing that. And bounce, woo! Get all of those. Sonic is a sellout, that's what it is. Brand promotion. I see. I see. So, like, this is like older art, I'm guessing, or like before he sells out? I don't know about the Sonic sellout timeline, unfortunately. I'm not that knowledgeable. It's a bit of a sad sad thing. The shoes Sonic are wearing are now our brand deal for soap shoes. Uses red, wears red shoes. Oh, right. I see. But like, this is like Sonic Adventure 2, so is that like the brand deal that was going on during Sonic Adventure 2? Or is it like a current brand deal? Or maybe it's a brand deal that's been in place since Sonic Adventure 2. Oh, thinking about the shoes from Minnesota, I don't care. No, I don't care either. Why not? Well, it's something to talk about. You have to realize I have 15 minutes left, and I still have to ramble. I still have to keep it up. I'm so close to actually achieving 3 hours of nonstop talking, which is like an achievement, I guess. I don't know since when that was an achievement. But like, you know, I guess it is. And we made so many rings. Honestly, I think despite everything, this stream has been a huge success. Like, talking has been constant. I've had a lot of fun with it. This is like a huge. Like, it might have been a little awkward at times, but I think this is actually a hugely successful stream. I think this went well. Oh shoot, I missed those. Okay, well that sucks. But that also is just kind of what happens. Oh, I get to do this though. And it's bouncing up and like stuff. I didn't pause. That wasn't a pause. You can't prove it. Oh, I have to go to the bathroom. Great. It was just the soap deal with just Sonic Adventure 2. What I was thinking about it, I hope someone got fired for that one. No, we're not doing that. That's the firing is bad. Anyway, what was I saying? Just here, he has very iconic shoes that have stayed mostly the same for the rest of the series. Oh yeah, of course, right, yeah, sorry. Oh, but he had, oh, I see, so it's just for this one. Yeah, I mean, Sonic, second needs the money, as we all know. Holy smokes, I'm like, I have to go to the bathroom. This is the worst thing. Okay, we're so close, just hold it for 15 minutes. Come on, Philip, come on, you can do it. You can do it. Wait, I forgot. I just have to crouch here, and that's all I have to do, because that makes me go fast enough. Come on. Just 15 minutes. Come on. All right, that's fair. You used that Sonic. Yeah. Come on. I mean, Sonic is iconic. I mean, Sonic is just an iconic character. I love that. It's super iconic. Iconoclast. Come on, think. Just keep going. The stakes are high. If I break now, I've been breaking a little bit. There've been a little pauses, but I gotta keep going. I gotta keep doing. The noise must continue. Please. We're doing pretty well at this level, honestly. I mean, that's pretty surprising. What does it mean? Something philosophical. Let's keep it all in the spirit of things. I mean, come on. Oh man, I love talking. I mean, can you just like, I mean, a bit of an AI. So many times you think about it. I mean, what is how is actually something happening? Is this entertaining? Is this anything? Is there anything worthwhile to this? Am I screaming? Have I screamed enough today? That's the question. That's the real question. That's the one the real ones are asking. The real ones are asking, and not the stupid true thing. I hope you guys have had fun. Like, I've had fun mostly. I mean, we're getting into a bit of a panic right now at the end, but I think mostly this isn't the real climax. The real climax, as we know, happened in the middle when I was really getting delirious. Okay, you know what? It's time. It's 11:47. It's time for the. Oh wait, shoot! Almost didn't stick the landing. It's time for the final water. Oh, there's no more water left. Oh fuck, shit. I was just glad when I finally see they didn't have that fake transparency. Oh, that sucks. That sucks though. If at least if there are ways. Hey, actually, do you know about Lunapic, where if there's a solid color background, it'll like automatically give you transparency. You can make it. It's not perfect, but like. And obviously, I prefer if you move ones that already are transparency because they'll probably look better. But it's pretty good at the pinch, and I've used it a couple of times. It's pretty nice, but you probably already knew about it, so I don't know why I'm bothering. I guess we'll do Final Chase because, like, you know, might as well equality. How would you redesign a Sonic character if you could? I wouldn't. I suck at designing. I can redo character stuff, right? I mean, not for Sonic. I don't know Sonic that much, but I could definitely redo stuff for like, oh yeah, I can see this character being better, right? But design-wise, I can say whether I like a design, but I'm not a designer. I don't know much about design, so like physical design and stuff. I mean, again, I guess the default answer is make Shadow less edgy and have better character if character is accounted for. But that's not really design, I think. And also, I don't know, I kind of like Shadow being super edgy. Because, like, I mean, yeah. I mean, all the designs I've heard, for instance, King Boom Boo is the most perfect thing ever. I would change absolutely nothing about the design, not kidding. Anyway, So yeah, I don't know. I'm not good with design things. Yes, realize I'm not a designer, as they say in Brooklyn about designers. That's what they say. Me, I'm not the designer. You ever heard of Philip Paulson? And they're like, yeah, he's not a designer, and that's pretty much how the conversation goes. But yeah, I mean, everyone's perfect in this game. You know what I do? I like design all of the human characters. I do like the opposite, right? Like, you know how like people will make other things into like human characters. I do the opposite. I design every single I take every human character and just cast them into like things that just work with the aesthetic of Sonic better. And I'm dead. I just died. I just got killed. I just murdered. I'm dead. I'm full on dead. I've just been killed. I've been killed. I've been killed. I've been killed. I've been deaded. That's the thing. I'm not indebted. I am dead. So that's around. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I love saying oh yeah. Because that's something that's definitely appears in songs, but like, just say it monotone, because like, that's not how it appears in songs. Oh, shoot. No, get a ring. Oh, thank God, that was really close. I would try to blend, Gauzelf would try to blend them. They both feel a little off to me. It's odds, I try to blend Classic and Sonic Amy, because they feel off to you. That's, they're so different depending on me. That's good, that's fair, that makes sense. That makes a good amount of sense. That makes good amount of sense. I mean, it's good. But I like it. I like the color pink. Pink is a great color. It's an amazing color. It's so bright and vibrant. And that's all the notes. Make all the characters pink. Write that down. Everyone's Kirby. Got him forever. Anyway, what was I saying? I wasn't. Oh, that's right. I was not saying anything of value. Like I haven't all stream. That's funny. Funny coincidence. This entire stream is guided by. Oh no. Stuff was said about. We talked about murals. Anyway. They both. I keep it close to the classic. Modern face dressed the guys close to the classic and modern one. That I can't visualize that because I don't know the characters that much, but it sounds great. Oh god, how much longer? 9 minutes. 9! Alright. Hold it together. Hold it. Hold it there, cowboy. Hold it. Hold it in the rocks, the spiders, the eyes, wait, fuck. Anyway, so, you know, that's a fun song. Anyway, we're gonna, what do you think any would look like if they were pointing along and trying to feel clock? Is Dad there? Is Dad here? 8 minutes! Is Dad there? Is there a dad there? Is there a dad in the house? Is Dad there? How is my father doing? Is my father doing well? I mean, the World Series ended. Texas won, and I know he was rooting for them, so is he feeling okay? Is that good times? Is that the good times? Is there a party? I mean, it's not much for a party because our team didn't actually make it. But, like, how's that going? Oh, also, I should probably talk to Mom. I need to talk to Mom about scheduling things. With hopefully getting out of another one of these streams, and also some stuff about other things. And you just gotta talk. I just love talking. That's why I talk. Dad is here. Yeah, that's Dad how he's feeling. World Series ended. I didn't watch any of them because MLB TV needed you to like sign in, and also my life was falling apart. So like, okay, I say my life's falling apart. I should clarify. I just get freaked out because it looks like my life is about to fall apart. I haven't actually fallen behind on anything. I actually got a lot. Like, the homework has not been due yet, so I just am not as ahead as I would like to be, and that feels scary to me. So I should put that preface here. I feel most of the characters I'd like to have find a good in-between with the classic and modern designs. I really like that there's such a gap, but Amy is the main one that comes to mind. That makes sense. That's fair. That makes sense. That's all of the sense in the world. Every single cent translated into dollars because everyone loves dollars. Money. If you're saying money a bunch, and that's socially acceptable. This is the same level as Final Chase, like with the things, because this is the same area, and that's pretty neat. It reminds me of like remix levels, and like Pikmin. I love Pikmin. Pikmin's like the best. Pikmin's a great show. He just did a thumbs up. There's no party. There's no party, but what do you think of Bob Melvin? Dad wants to know. Bob Melvin. Here's the thing about Bob Melvin. It is the first off, their name is Bob, and that's great. We got a Bob in the house, and that's a good sign. Second off, this is like when we were talking about first the signing of Bob Melvin, that was the most optimistic I had seen the Giants subreddit ever. like usually there are a bunch, like usually it's like usually there's two classes of people. People that like are really sad, and then people that are grumpy, or people that are like pessimistic as all hell, and then people that are really angry at the pessimistic people for being like kind of annoying in their pessimisms. And so, but like people were just, the mood was like good. Like people like seemed happy, and like that was crazy. I mean, I'm all for it. It seems like the way that he talks seems like it's fairly counter to the current analytical style, and I'm all for analytics, but I gotta say stuff wasn't working, and it's hard to argue with a late season collapse. And I know they're not really the same, but like connecting it to the two collapses in Philly, I can see it, and like I'm optimistic, and people have also been mentioning that because he's an awarded manager, that people know about that, maybe it'll draw more talent, and that's also exciting. So overall, I don't know Bob Melvin very much personally, but everything I've seen seems to be good news, and that's good news. Unless Dad has like information that I don't, because Dad would probably know more about this. But like everyone seems to be happy. Or like it seems good. I hope it's good. Honestly, it's a grain of salt. I know that also meant extending foreign, but like I also know that adds a stability element. So I'm willing to go for that. It seems pretty okay. So overall, yeah, I think stuff's gonna go pretty good. Anyway, what we're talking about? We're talking about classic because the brighter colors. Oh, brighter colors are always better. I love bright colors. That's why I like pink. Anyway, what about Eggman? Love me some Flightship mode. Don't even know what that means. Same with Eggman. Blend. Put them in a blender. Put the eggs in the blender. Part for use the yellow cape thing. I'd say taller and more glass, clear glass, like modern classic colored coat around like class that makes sense. I mean, Eggman needs to be round. It's important. Important character design. Eggman round. Dad likes him. That is the ultimate sign. It's gonna be okay. We'll actually sign someone in the off season. Hey, actually, I mean, I had to ask Dad, when do we know? Like, is it, like, when do we know when people are signed? Are we gonna, like, get interrupted on Christmas Day with, like, either good or bad music about the signed? Because that would either be good or bad, obviously. Guys were saying big pointed mustache, though that hasn't changed much between times. That makes sense. But yeah, I want to know, this is a question for Dad, when do we know the results of the off season? And like, will it be by Christmas? Will we wake up on Christmas and realize that every single major player has been signed to the Dodgers? Because that'd suck. That would ruin Christmas. It would be like a movie, like the day that Christmas died or something, and that would be really sad. So I just want to make sure that doesn't happen. Will we know by Christmas? Will we know by Christmas? Right? That's the question. Dad says maybe. maybe two, maybe, so maybe we'll know by Christmas, and maybe the ultimate nightmare scenario will happen. Great, wonderful. I like those odds. I will say it's. I mean, I mean, everything seems good. I mean, the amount of optimism that was injected just by Bob Melvin being around is something that can't be overstated. I must say, in a sense. Dad doesn't really know. That's fair. It's not. I can't expect him to be an expert in everything. I definitely see more my characters in the classic art style and gameplay. Right, that makes sense. I mean, even what are the superstars in Sonic Superstars? How does that handle style? I know it's 3D, but it's also very much. Well, I know it's like has 2D art. I don't actually know how it is. Well, Shadow would be playable in a classic style game. Yeah, that can make sense. I mean, there have been some pretty good implementation, pretty good characters that have come out. But like, I mean, you always got to go for brighter colors. Bright colors are the bomb. They fill you with energy. They're great. I love bright colors. I'm a preschooler. Anyway, we're saying? We're saying there's only 2 more minutes left. How do you think they look in that style? Oh yeah, we're talking about more styling things. How they look style? I don't know. But good, they look good, and I just like it. I like bright. I like the brightness. I can see the light at the end of the tunnel. What have we learned? Today? Is there anything? Have we learned anything? We've rambled and we've talked, and yet somehow this has been one of my most successful streams, right? Like talking. I mean, okay, you have to measure. I measure success by how much people talk in chat, because talking energizes me. And like that's fascinating. Like that, this complete utter clusterfuck of a stream is the thing that it's probably coincidence, but like that this has managed to be. I didn't expect this. I expected this to be a complete and utter clusterfuck, and it only kind of was. And it turns out, and like the fact that it was this this is probably one of the more successful streams in terms of like people talking and engaging and why is that? Like, what about the ramble? Maybe it's the meme. Maybe it's the fact that people just started talking about like that Turkey and Galaxy just happened to get off in a groove. Or maybe like, have we learned anything? Have we learned anything? Have we learned anything? And the answer is that for the very last time, happy birthday, Galactuba. It's Galactuba's birthday. Right now, it's good, and that's the only thing we need to know. And that's the only thing we need to know until it's no longer true. We just need to know that it's Galactuba's birthday for as long as that remains true. I mean, and it's 11:59, and it won't be for long, but it is. And that's the only thing. That's right. The reason you watch the live stream is birthdays. It's all birthdays. It's always been birthdays. It's always been birthdays, birthdays, birthdays. It's midnight. Good night, everybody. Thank you for flying with the Flightship. End stream. That was a good time. That was a good time. Holy smokes. Holy smokes. I think Shadow would look slightly brighter / lighter graded black. I don't know. I think Shadow, because Shadow's supposed to be edgy, might be still dark, completely dark black. It's kind of like dark black is almost bright in its own way. And isn't that something? Isn't that something? Anyway, that's the end of the live stream. Thanks for popping up by, and I'm just gonna make sure it saves. Click in.
Select a fun stage.
Oh, good fun. Good time. Yeah. Thanks. Thanks for fun with White Kids.